It depends if you're in your head, Susie. Yes, you'll see it from a different perspective. Yes, I really needed this meditation today. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so, so welcome. Thank you. I enjoyed this meditation, tingly vibrations. Take those tingly vibrations, rub your hands, and put it on your face. It's a good skin straightener. Don't tell anybody I told you. Yes, that's totally right. It's different for everybody depending if you were in your head or not in your head. It does make a difference if you're in your head or not in your head. So yes. If you're not in your head, you don't see the time. You're in the now. Actually, time slows down in a massive way. But if you're in your head, you will see it as either as is or longer. Once I did a 3-minute meditation, it seemed like 30 at least. Yeah, I've done that as well. Yeah. It feels like hours. Angel Wings, I see you tapping. When did you come in, my love? She did a 5-minute one once, and my guess was 30 minutes. Maybe. Amanda, rise and shine, gorgeous. Yes, it does feel like hours. When you are in full embodiment meditation, you are literally in the embodiment now. So if it was raining, you would see the teardrop fall down as if it was the slowest movie ever. And if you can sense that, that's true meditation. Do you hear me when I'm saying, Susie? It's true meditation. Gabriel, I trust I know you're doing well. That is true meditation. When you are embodying it as there is no time, there is only this space. And everything you hear and feel is like slow-mo. Yeah. So when it's slow-mo, that's when you're in the present now. And when you're in the present now, that's when you will things into existence. That means you can shift your frequency and your vibration to whatever reality you choose to experience. You can shift it like this. But if you're in your head, no. If you're in your head, you're going to keep creating the same pattern. Because all of these belief systems that you keep sitting and listening to and evolving to instead of being in your self-I. Not even the I. You've got to let go of the I. You've got to be in the am. Because the I is the ego. When you're no longer the identity and you just are, that's when you're in the present now. And you always will be in the present now. And you get to observe the awareness of the awareness, which I'm going to do now. How do you know if you're in awareness? If you guys want to do it with me, you're welcome to. So we'll do it after this. Making a lot of sense. You're welcome, Susie. All right, we're doing Ask Marcia Volume 2. Ask Marcia Volume 2. If you want one, give me a number from 5 to 333. 5. No, don't give me a number. Just give me a Y. I'm not doing the keyboard today. I'm doing the book. You're very desperate for a card, Jess. What makes you think a card has more power of your life than you? Because it's the 4th time you're asking for a card. So I'm asking you, what is the power that you have or think that has over your life? Who do you think is creating your life? The card, the page, or you? Rise and shine, Carol. Did Kitty Cat come home yet? I've not been here for a while. That's all. It's the 2nd time I've asked. It's not the 2nd time. It's 4. The cards are just for inspiration, not to define one's future. Absolutely. It's important that you all understand this. The cards and the messages do not define your life. Because if you are leaning on that, you are never going to be within this. Are you all hearing me when I'm saying this? You will never be within this if you're leaning on something outside of you to define your reality. It's important you understand this. No, he's still gallivanting. Have you been able to connect to him, Carol? Nicholas, welcome in. Grow through with what you go through, Jess. Grow through with what you go through. Never mind, I'll do my own. I just subscribed. And Jess, if you're getting triggered, then that means you are defined by the cards. Just ask for a refund and unsubscribe. Ask for a refund and unsubscribe. Ignore the message I just gave you. Every card has a truthful inspiration message. Actually, there's no truth. A card does not give you a truth. You are the truth. And until people realize this, that this is what they need to understand, that you are the creator. And if you don't see it, then you are never going to see it. Because this is why you keep doing what you're doing. You're suffering all the time, and you're suffering all the time, and you're suffering all the time, because you keep repeating the same pattern, the same pattern, the same pattern. And if you're going to keep repeating the same pattern, you're going to keep suffering all your life, because you think the cards and you think the messages are fucking your life, but it's you fucking your own life. You are fucking doing it. Not the cards, not the people, it's you. Because you keep leaning on things outside of you because you don't trust you don't know you don't believe in you. And only you can see that. And no one can give it to you unless you finally see that. So if you're triggered by what I say, already tells me that you use people to gain things. I tried last night looking at a photo. I got nothing except that he is alive. He is alive and he is happy, but he is going to come home. I do get he was in heat. There, I prove your point. I say truthful because I relate to them, or perception, right? If you relate to them, ask yourself, why do you need proof? Ask yourselves right now, why do you need proof? Because you don't have faith and trust in you. Ask yourselves now, why do you need proof? Because you don't have faith and trust in yourself. Ask yourselves, be honest with yourselves right now. When you don't have faith and you don't trust you, I need a confirmation. That means I don't trust and believe in myself. Because if you need confirmation, then you don't believe in you. And if you don't believe in you, then you don't love being a human. You don't love being the power that you are. You don't love being the fact that you have all these senses and you are able to create through thoughts, words, and actions. You don't want to acknowledge all of that. So you keep saying that I want to lean on myself. So let's keep killing trees to make paper so that we can get confirmations. Fuck nature. You can't love nature if you love cards. You can't love nature if you love cards. Because I need confirmation. If you've gone to nature, nature would have given you the confirmation. Because nature doesn't need confirmation that it's a tree. The birds don't need confirmation of what tomorrow brings. The ants don't need confirmation that they're going to have a diatomaceous on the earth, on the sand, and going to die today. They just know that this is their journey. Animals don't need a confirmation that they wake up every day knowing that this is right here, right now, is all that we have. So why as us, as humans, need to know? Because you don't know who you are. That's it. You don't know who you are. And you're going to keep lying to yourself. You're going to keep lying to yourself because you still need validation. And you're going to keep repeating the same history. And you're going to keep doing the same thing. And you're going to keep suffering. And you're going to keep suffering. If that's what you want to do, congratulations. Keep suffering. But don't bitch and moan about it. Don't bitch and moan about it. Don't. Do not bitch and moan about it. Never get it. You'll never get it until you finally see it for yourself. And only you can see it for yourself. Keep telling yourself those lies. Keep telling yourself those lies. Someone said to me, I had a message the other day. Someone gave me a message the other day, and only to find out that the message wasn't for them. It was for them. And I said to them, do you know that every time I go on live, that if someone or someone's energy I have to connect to, that the whatever message I'm giving to them is for me first? Did you all know that? It's for me first. So all these people that you say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I got this message today. You're the fucking idiot that needs to hear it. Are you listening to yourself? Oh, the veils are thinning for you. Oh, this is going to happen because your brother did this. Your brother, not my brother. And you're all liking those videos and following those videos and listening to those videos. And you're feeding that and you're making it your own life. And then you wonder why your life is fucked. Because you still rely on something outside of you. How fucking sick is that? And then you wonder why your life is fucked. To be honest, I don't know. They were cards. I thought they were reading out of a book. This one was, but she was asking for this, and I wasn't there yet. So she was saying, I want a card, I want a card. I was like, I'm taking my time. What's your hurry? And then she was trying to project, but I subscribe for a card. Well, if you subscribe only for a card, you're missing out on so many opportunities. Unsubscribe, ask for a refund, and fuck off. Because if you guys are only subscribing for cards, you're fucked. You're fucked. Because if you're subscribing, you get Zoom calls with me. You get to be a part of something bigger. But if you're subscribing just for this, you're fucked. You're fucked. Because it's not me. I don't know who needs to hear this. Yes. Projection is real. Exactly. Your truth source is amazing. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm the best. I love this truth and honestly all the way. Because we have to be honest with ourselves, Phoenix. If we're not honest with ourselves, right? We're going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to keep repeating the same thing. And then we've got to look and we're like, it's their fault. It's her fault. It's the tree's fault. It's the bird's fault. It's not the bird's fault that it came into the house. It's not my fault that the bird got scared. It's not the cat's fault that the cat wanted to kill the bird. Each one was reacting the best that they could at the best that they knew how. It was no one's fault, but I needed to learn something. Try not to leave the door wide open while you're on live because the cat's food is attracting the birds. Mamiki, I replied to your message today, my love. Mamiki, I trust to know you're doing well. Ryan, rise and shine. Rise and shine. So we need to be honest with ourselves. Like, how many times am I repeating a pattern? How many times am I telling people to do something, even though I'm not reading the room? She came into the room, I want a card. I've moved, I'm happy for you, but there's a cyclone, lol. It's like literally, I want a card. And I said, only for subscribers. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I was subscribed. And then Deanna said she's not subscribed. And then she got irritated. I want a card. Was I doing cards or did I have the book in my hand? I had the book in my hand. I didn't have the cards. But no, Marcia, you need to drop everything. I've subscribed to you now. You need to be my slave. Is that why you subscribe to me? To be your slave? Is that what you subscribe to me for? If all of you are subscribed to me and you think that I fucking owe you and I must bow down to you, please unsubscribe. I'm not like these people on TikTok. I don't need to be validated. I don't need to be seen. I come here to share a seed, those who are wanting to share the seeds. But if you're coming for this, you're fucked. So then you try and project that back to me and say, oh, but I subscribe to you, but it's okay, let me fuck off. Well, fuck off then. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not here to be anybody's slave. Oh, that's what, yeah, it came straight for the cat's food. She asked for a card or a page from the book. She asked for a card, and then I said, do you want it from the book? And then she said, yes. I gave her, and then she said, I want a card. I gave her the message, Amra. I gave her the message. And then she says, I want a card. But I gave her a message, and I didn't have the card in my hands. So I said, what is your urgency with cards? That's right. People's self-victimization while demanding a savior so they never need to take account. Yes, it is. And I was once that, Phoenix. I was once that. I needed to take accountability and responsibility for my own shit, and I didn't want to. You know why, Phoenix? My ego is too fucking big. And you know what, Phoenix? And I used to be one of those, and I'm laughing now. I used to be one of those that used to say, I don't have an ego. I remember it as clear as day. I don't have an ego. And then the tower moment came. And when the fucking tower moment came, I realized I created everything through my words, thoughts, and actions and playing the victim. And every time I played the victim and I was getting triggered is the patterns that I was creating. And I realized, fuck, these patterns is my ego. Oh, shit. I can't play the victim anymore. That fucking killed my ego when I couldn't play the victim anymore. It's part of the growth. It's part of the growth. I was playing massive victim, but you don't know what he did to me. You don't know what she said to me. You don't know what they did. He didn't want to give me this. He didn't have to give me anything. It wasn't his job to give me anything. This is the thing. No one has to do anything for you. Because you came into this world with nothing and you leave this world with nothing. And this is the thing. You came into this world with nothing and you leave this world with nothing. And then we think, but you owe me this. You should have given me this. But I paid you. Well, things come and go. Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said to someone yesterday? They came into my life and they said to me, but Marcy, you don't understand. I did this for them. So why won't they do it back? I said, but did you tell them that you were going to do this for them and you're going to receive this back? And they said, no. So you guessed it. You assumed, you judged them, you hate them, you cross with them because you said, I'll help you. You offered to help, I offered to help. Right? You offered to help them, and now that you're in shit, you think they owe you something. But you didn't say, listen, I helped you, and the only reason why I helped you is so that when I need help, you must help me back. You didn't say that. You said, I helped you. Let me help you. Do you want help? Let me help you. That's what you said to the person. You said to the person, let me help you. You need help? Let me help you. Because you want to look like a saint. But you never told them. You never told them that the only reason I want to help you is that you can help me back. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking help you. And then they looked at them and said, no, but I only helped them because I wanted to help them. So if you wanted them to help you, why are you asking me to say, why is it that they owe you something? because you got yourself in the shit. They owed you nothing. So if you help them because you wanted them to help, they don't want you to help. They don't want to help you because right now they cannot help you. They can't help someone if they can't help themselves. You've got to help yourself first, right? You've got to help yourself first. But now you helped that person knowing that you can't even help yourself. Now you're in the shit. Now you think they owe you? They owe you fuck all. Now you angry with them? You angry with them. You livid with them because you didn't tell them. You didn't tell them? Maybe we should start talking about why do we get offended? How old are we now? It's like going out to save someone drowning and being pissed they won't swim you back. Fact! Beautiful way you said that, Phoenix. Amanda. Ananda, I didn't see you coming in. Welcome in. Ananda, we're gonna do cards now. If you still want the page, just let me know. Assumptions, we always think we help to be helped, but now we weren't clear with them. But the thing is, we didn't help them to be helped. We helped them because we wanted our egos stroked. Marcia helped me. And then when they go around acting as if no one helped them, right, knowing that you were the one that helped them, your ego gets hurt. Think about a Mamiki, and we say, when days are dark, friends are few. Fact. That's victim. That's right. I was one of those. Tabang. Ryan, thank you for the roses. Ananda. Celebrate your life accomplishments as you celebrate your life lessons. Being self-aware assists you to respond better. We're going to talk about awareness too. Ryan, I'm doing the book today. So Ryan, become the master of your own masterpiece. Oh. Become the master of your own masterpiece. For those that don't know, this is from Ask Marcia Volume 2. Become the master of your own masterpiece. This is why the best thing I could hear before bed. Much love to you and all. You too, Phoenix. I appreciate you. Marcia, though. What? What, Tabang? The mind is your master. No, the heart is your master. The mind is fuck all. The mind is the stories you make. It's the stories of the movies you watch. It's the stories of the books you read. It's the stories of the videos. It's the stories of the things you hear. It's the stories of the things that you see and you've judged it. The mind is not your master. Your heart is your master. For the heart knows. So the mind is not the master. Who is that? Morning Star. Welcome in. Ryan, thank you for sharing. The gesture. Do you know what I did yesterday? Do you guys want to hear a story? Do you want to hear a story? It's quite an interesting story. I was invited to go to a place. And in going to this place, well, I didn't get to go. And this person was like, you know, you mustn't say this, you mustn't do this, you mustn't. And I'm like, are you inviting me or are you controlling me? No, I'm inviting, but you know, those people are like this, so you mustn't be like this, and you mustn't say this, and you mustn't do this. Don't tell them what you do, and this, and I said, hold on, hold on. And they said, what? I said, there's a spirit. There's a spirit in this house. And they said, there is? I said, there is. And she goes, what? I said, oh shit, it's the lovebird. Take my love, take my light, take your invitation, and fuck off. So they did. I said, don't invite me to a place if you don't like who I am. And Star and Susie, you defending? Keep doing that, Susie. Yes, I gave her the love and light. So I never went to the event. Because if you're going to invite me, let me be who I am. But if you're embarrassed of who I am and what I do, don't fucking invite me. Do not fucking invite me. Do not fucking invite me. Do not fucking invite me. If you don't like what I do, what I say, how I am, what I look like, what I dress, then you want me to be something to make your ego feel good. And that's not going to help our relationship. So you go do you, boo, and I'm going to go do me. Right? Tell me when you find you, because I've already found me. Right. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. Right. So what makes bad bad and what makes good good, Flower D? What makes bad bad and what makes good good, Flower D? Some of the lyrics. Oh shit! I've got to read that. Can I read it? Flower D, why did you need to hear that? It depends which side you feed, right? But what if you don't feed any side? What then? The lyrics are beautiful. Should we read it? Guys, should we read it quickly? Focus. Wherever you go, there you are. Absolutely. Wherever you go, there you are. Where am I going to get the song? Ebony. What's it called? Ebony and Ivory? I even forgot how it goes. Ebony and Ivory get together. Google. Google, tell me what Ebony and Ivory says. Oh, I didn't have to go far. Looks like everybody is Googling it. I just put Ebba and it went Ebony and Ivory, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. It was Stevie Wonder and I said lyrics. I did say lyrics. Oh, and it's also got lyrics meaning, but I think we can make our own meaning. Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Let's do this. Do you guys want to do this? Let's break this song apart. Because, can I? I'm getting a yes, but I do need to ask permission because it was your message. Flower D, do you want us to break it apart? Let's. Oh, okay, well, you said let's, so. Right. Who's Ebony and Ivory? Fuzzy, welcome in. Morning, your UPS is quiet today. Shh, Fuzzy, I had to kill it. Shh, I had to unplug it, hide it, because it was going in my head. Shh, don't tell anybody because they might arrest me for murder. Shh. Some show love and tap. Thank you, Ryan. Class in session. Class has begun. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. Right? Who is the yin and who is the yang? Right. Who is the yin and who is the yang? Right. So he says, live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano. So here's his piano. So here's Ivory, because this is Ivory, and there's Ebony, correct? Both me. They both me. That's right. Like keys and a piano, we can live together in harmony, no matter what class, color, and nationality. Susie, be here now. You think you know, but you actually don't know, because it's not about people, it's about you. Okay, so let's start again, Susie. From the beginning. Who's the Ebony and who's the Ivory? Because two beautiful souls said it. It's me and me. It's all good, Fuzzy. All good. Ebony and Ivory. It's both me and me. Live together side by side on my piano. On my piano. Okay. What does a piano do? What does a piano do? Me versus me. That's right. It's me versus me. What does a piano do? It plays a melody. It makes music, right? And that melody and that music is your song. Because it says, side by side, on my piano, it plays a melody. It's the chords of tune, absolutely. Plays rhythm for the soul, right? So who's the soul, Manuel? Who's the soul? Because if ebony and ivory is you versus you, the song must be yours, right? The self. Myself, right? That's the song. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. Whose universe? Nothing is outside of you. Ananda, if nothing is outside of you, who's the universe? Because if you are the ebony and you are the ivory, how's the universe the song? Me. There you go. You are the universe. Who is divine timing? Amra says, I am. Who is divine timing? Nature's love. I didn't see you come in. Welcome in, my love. Manish says, me. Who's divine timing? Me. What is divine? What is divine? I'm grateful that we're doing this. Thank you, Flower D. Thank you for your message. We're going to break this. Me. We are the divinity time. Okay, we are it. We are it. There is no higher self. There's only you. Astrid, there's no higher self, it's just you. When you're neutral, you know. When you're neutral, you know. Nothing is outside, everything is you. So nothing is more or less than you, everything is one. It is only one song. Right. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. So what does he say? This is good, this is bad in everyone. So why is it that we get triggered when you judge someone? Because he says there is good or bad in every one. Who's the one? Flower D, I thank you. I know you're thanking me, but I thank you. Because as much as you needed that message, I needed it too. Okay? Not needed it, I wanted it too. It's your mirror, right? The self, the one is the three, right? That means my soul, mind, body. When these three play the one song, it becomes everyone. So when these three become the one song, it becomes everyone. It becomes everyone, because everyone is a reflection of you. There are people are the same wherever you go. I always have the same. I always have the same. Wherever you go, there you will be. No matter where you go, you will always be there. Because if you haven't changed your patterns today, wherever you go, there you will be. You're going to keep repeating those patterns time and time and time and time again. Okay. So if you don't like where you are right here, right now, you're not going to like where you're going. Because you have a pattern that you are creating and you're not realizing you're creating. There was this beautiful soul that asked me yesterday, and she says, why am I so obsessed with this person? And I said, because you don't want to accept the parts that you judged. And I'll give you the story. I'll ask if I can ask for permission tomorrow, but I did get a yes. Okay, right. I want you to hear me, right? I had this happen to me. When you go in a relationship, and this is where relationships falter. When you're going in a relationship, the relationship falters, right? You go into a relationship and the first thing that they said, this couple said, this is not serious, this is just friendship, we're just going to use each other, and that's all that it is. And they agreed upon this. She agreed upon it, he agreed upon it. This is not a relationship. This is not a relationship, right? He started giving her attention and a validation. He was phoning her every hour, texting her every second, phoning her, wants to see her every day, wants to know her. So her insecurities kicked in and said, whoa, 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 you need to stop this because you're doing this every day. And it seems like a relationship. Remember, we are not in a relationship. So he agreed. Okay, so he stopped phoning her. He stopped calling her. He stopped giving her that everyday thing. What did she do? She got angry. You're a this, you're a that. You don't phone me anymore. You don't come visit me anymore. You used to text me every day. Okay. Do you see a pattern? In the end, she found fault with him in everything he was doing. He, in the end, just said, look, it's a double-edged sword for me. Whether I phone you, whether I don't phone you, it's never going to be good enough, so I'd just rather back away. It's a double-edged sword. Okay. But the thing is, as much as she forgave him for what he did to her, he didn't do anything. He gave her exactly what she asked for. She didn't see it. But she understood where she had created the chaos in the relationship. Whether it be a friendship, usership, whatever it was, both of them were wrong. Both of them were right. Both of them were. Because they didn't actually communicate. They guessed each other. They guessed it. And then, because they were guessing, he assumed that she understood how he felt because he was angry. And she assumed that he felt what she felt because she was annoyed. She had insecurity. She didn't know what she wanted. Okay. But she didn't want to accept that part of her. So instead she became angry and she became obsessed. Obsessed with the guy. Is it him? Is he here? Why have I seen this? Why does this remind me of him? Why does this... It wasn't nothing was reminding you of him. What it was telling you is that you haven't loved the ugly parts of you. The ugly parts that you thought were ugly. You don't love those parts. You know why? Because you have created that I'm only good, right? Because everything you've judged in other people, you are it too, and you don't want people to see it, and neither do you. So you've lied to yourself, and you're manipulating yourself, and you're not being honest, authentic with yourself either. Two images relating instead of them as beings, absolutely. So when you don't accept the good, the bad, and the ugly of yourself, you're not fully embodying your yin and your yang, your ebony and your ivory. Okay. And you're going to keep attracting people that are going to show you the versions of you that you don't like, whether it be ebony or ivory. And you're going to keep attracting those versions of you. I'm going to repeat it again. You're going to keep attracting those versions of you that you do not like. They are coming into your life to keep showing you that if you don't fucking like me, what you don't like is yourself. Because if you don't like people to fucking use you like dogs, don't use them like dogs. Because whatever you're doing to them, it's going to come back to you. Whatever you say about them, you're going to become them. Because every time you're seeing something as a judgment, your body, your soul, your mind is going to say, well, if that's what you're going to want to be, this is what you want to be. But instead we create these masks. We create these masks and we hide behind these masks and say, but I'm a good person. No, you're not. You're not. If you're a victim mentality, you're not. Because if you're blaming them, you're not a good person. If you're talking bad about someone, you're not a good person. And that makes you an amazing person. I'm going to say that again. Because you're not a good person, it makes you an amazing person too. See, Sandy, I trust and know you're doing well. Thank you for the reminder. You're welcome, Ananda. Okay. We learn to live when we learn to give each other. what we need to survive together alive. We learn to live. We learn to give each other what we need to survive together alive. It goes to the story that I said. You're helping someone because you're helping them, or are you helping them so that 10 days down the line, you're going to remind them for the rest of their lives they owe you something? Ask yourself, do you do things for other people because you want to, or are you doing things for other people because you're going to make them feel guilty that they owe you for the rest of their lives? You help them because you said, you offered, you wanted to, but did you want to because you want something back? You need to be honest, raw honest with yourselves. Guys, you need to be honest with yourselves. I needed to hear this. You're welcome, Carol. Soraya, welcome in, love. Okay. Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony, side by side on a piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? Ebony and Ivory live in perfect harmony. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. We all know that people are the same wherever you go. What does that say to you already? We all know that people are the same wherever you go. What does that say to you already? There is good and bad in everyone. Someone got irritated when I said to them, it's the lenses to which you look and people that make them. Absolutely. It's because we put people in boxes unintentionally. Absolutely agree with you. We are one. We are one. Right. People are the same wherever you go. So if people are the same wherever you go, what did I just say earlier? I have the same. Wherever you go, there you will be. If I was in Joburg, I wasn't happy. Why? If I was in Bloemfontein, I wasn't happy. Why? I came to Polokwane, I wasn't happy. Why? Because wherever I went, there I was. So who was I not happy with? Was I unhappy with Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, or Polokwane? Or was I actually unhappy with myself? Who was I unhappy with? Wherever I go, there I am. I have been questioning why my partner is so angry. It's because I'm so angry. Yes. Absolutely. Ask yourself, why are you angry? I was unhappy with myself. That's right, V. Because I was playing the victim all the time, V. I didn't value the good and the bad parts. I was only trying to be the good martyr. I was trying to be the martyr. You will keep attracting the same thing wherever you are, whoever you meet, till you face yourself. Fact, fact, and fact. Absolutely. If you are not going to be authentic and express yourself authentic, angry when you're angry, upset when you're upset, happy when you're happy, then you're going to keep attracting those people until you finally see that mirror. And only when you see that mirror, who's the first one to smile, the mirror or you? Who's the first one to be miserable, the mirror or you? Who's the first one to be angry, the mirror or you? Who's the first one, the mirror or you? When you look into the mirror, who sees first? The mirror or you? Who sees first? The mirror or you? Okay. We learn to live when we learn to give each other. We learn to live when we learn to give to each other. Every day we're learning from one another. The only time we're not learning is when we're judging. She's a bitch. He's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. They didn't do what I wanted. They did exactly what they wanted. They weren't there to feed your fucking ego. You're there to feed your own fucking ego. That's right, Deanna. Your mirror analogy is great. Thank you. Because my mirror had to be my best friend. And only when I finally saw my mirror, I saw people for who they were. Because once I saw them for who they were and not who I thought they were, because who I thought they were versions of me that I did not like. And now I love my good, my bad, my ugly, my bitchy, my sad, and I speak my truth and I express myself truthfully, honestly. And if someone put me in the box, that's because they have still their box to see. If you put someone in a box, it means you still have your own box to see. It really is. We learn to live when we learn to give each other what we need to survive. What do we need to survive? It is really simple. It is simple. You only put people in boxes because we were taught that you have to be a thing, to make it important. I need to go work. Thanks for the morning wisdom. I appreciate you, Amanda. I love you and I honor you, love. Jimmy, welcome in. And then it goes off and says, Ebony and Ivory living in perfect harmony, living in perfect harmony. And the only time you're going to see harmony is when you see harmony within yourself. It's when you're no longer trying to be someone, you then become it. You can't truly love others without loving yourself first. What is love? Tom, what is love? Can I change my relationship by changing myself, or is the relationship only there because I have not changed? You are the relationship. You cannot be someone if you are a relationship. Because a relationship is two, which then becomes one. And if you don't see the two in one, and you only see in yourself, then it's not a relationship at all. Chuck, I trust and know you're doing well. Do you hear what I'm saying? Who was that? Thank you. I look good in a cap. Who was it? Carol, thank you so much for the cap. I'm very grateful and thankful. Does that make sense, Soraya? You want to change something? Ask yourself, why aren't you happy? Who are you comparing the relationship with? Ask yourself who you're comparing the relationship with. Are you comparing the relationship with social media, with social norms, with social movies, with social identities? Or are you seeing the relationship for what it is? Because if you're seeing the relationship for what it is, then you are seeing the relationship for what it is, and you can then create the relationship you want. Love is like a fart. You have to force it. It's probably crap. Love is not a fart. Love is not an emotion. Love is nothing. Honestly, love is not a touch. It's not a gift. It's nothing. It's the ego that makes it a thing. I had to hear this today, struggling with how a certain person makes me feel. Her behavior irks me. Right, so do you want to do this quickly, Flower D, or do you want to wait until we do the Zoom? Guys, don't forget subscribers. If you are a subscriber, join the Zoom call this Saturday. With your previous failed relationship. What previous relationship? Ananda, am I in relationship with my previous, or am I in relationship with the now? Because if I am in relationship with my previous, then you shouldn't be in a relationship now. Are you hearing what I'm saying, Ananda? What, Deanna? If you force it, it's probably crap. That's why I said if a fart feels like shit, then it shouldn't be fart. Interesting. Every time I come onto this page, you make my head explode. It shouldn't be your head, it should be your heart. Because if your heart goes, it explodes. I work on Saturday, so I can't join. Do you want to do it now? Flower D, do you want to do it now? We can do it now. So Ananda, it's clearly that you said this, because if you are in a relationship and you say your previous relationship, ask yourself why. All right, you said the person irks you. All right, here is the mirror. Here is the person. Tell me what she does to piss you off. Rateng Morwedi, Rateng, I trust and know you're doing well. Why is this camera pissing me off today? Is it me or is it the camera? Me. Okay, fuck the mirror. Give me 5 things that pisses you off about you. 5 things she does that irks you. Start with 1. Remember, I'm not judging you. You're giving me your honesty. We want to deal with this. We have to be honest with ourselves. I know. I always love my mirror. I know I said fuck the mirror. I know what I said. I hear what I said. Okay, she uses people to try to get to someone. What does using people mean to you? What does using people mean to you? Hey, Manuel, if I've got to call someone out, I've got to call myself out first. A spade is a spade. If I can dish it, I've got to take it. So I got to look at my mirror and say, Marcia, don't be a bitch now to yourself. The drama is real, just saying. Where's my Oscar? I didn't get an Oscar today, Susie. You always give me an Oscar. If it's not nature giving me an Oscar, it's Susie. And Susie is upset with me right now. There's my Oscar, thank you. That's my ego asking for an Oscar. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ananda. Marcia just broke with my 5-year partner, and now he does what he does, wants to go to therapy, and I don't know. I just broke up with my 5-year partner, and now he does want to go to therapy, and I don't know. What don't you know? Yeah, I understand you. Thank you for the ego validation. Carol gets close to people to get to a certain person. Right. Okay. So they're chasing. Right. They're chasing. What is that for you? What is that for you, Deirdre? When someone is using people to get to a person, that means they're chasing someone. Right? And you envy that deep down. So is envy good or bad for you? Chuck, thank you for the Oscar. I'm very grateful. Susie, thank you for the Oscar. I'm very grateful. I'm going to sleep. Have an amazing... You too, Astrid. I love you and I appreciate you. If I should give it another chance. Is he in therapy already? Hi, Adam. Trust you're doing well. I'm on my way angry at you, Marcia. I'm in no way angry at you at all, love. See how I projected that to you, Susie? It can be both. All right. Okay. So you envy this about her, right? Because she's chasing something she's after. She's chasing something she's after. Who does she remind you of? Sinovuyo, thank you for the rose. I'm very grateful. Who does she remind you of? A mother, a father, a brother, an uncle, a sister, an ex? Who does she remind you of? I told him about therapy for 3 years and he didn't want to go, saying I'm one who needed it. Okay, so Cherie, give me a second. Let me finish helping Flower D first and then we'll go to yours. Right. An old friend. Right. So this person, is this person a friend or is it an acquaintance? Don't say sorry. You didn't know. Don't say sorry. You didn't know. I just spoke my truth. Don't say sorry. You didn't know. You did nothing wrong, Cherie. You came into the room. You asked a question. You needed guidance. You didn't know that I was busy. I told you now. Don't say sorry. You didn't kill me. You didn't kill anyone. Never apologize, my brothers and sisters. There is a reason why I say this. Never apologize. Deborah, welcome in and I love you too. But I go after what I want too. She's not a friend. I just know her. Right. Okay. But she reminds you of a friend. She reminds you of a friend. Are you still friends with this person? But I go after with what I want too. She's not a friend. So if you go after with what you want to, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, Flower D? Don't ever apologize. Tatiana, trust to know you're doing well. Layla, welcome in. My cousin, no, we don't talk anymore. Right. You don't talk anymore to this person. Okay. So this person, this acquaintance, okay, reminds you of a friend who was your cousin, but you do the same thing. So, do you like this part of you? Or do you just angry because they're doing the same thing as you doing it? Go to the core envelope. Go to the core envelope. Are you angry because you think they're copying you? Or don't you like this part of yourself, that you're chasing things? What makes chasing so bad? I don't like to personally chase. Soraya! Arriba! Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys, for the beautiful gifts. I'm very grateful and thankful. So ask yourself, Flower D, do you like this trait of yourself right now? Do you love this trait of yourself? So write those questions down on a piece of paper, because this is something that you can go within yourself. I go about what I want in a straightforward way. She's manipulative about it. So what? She's telling you who she is. So what if she's manipulating her life to the top? Why are you upset with it? This is what I'm trying to tell you, D. Why are you angry? Because she is who she is. And if she's manipulating and fucking her way all the way to the top, what makes it so good? What makes it so bad? What makes it so good? What makes it so bad? Because you say you chase it too. What makes you think that you're not manipulating your way to the top either? What makes you so different to her? Because you said I do it too. I chase to get what I want. So what makes yours right and hers wrong? It's not all bad. It's only bad because you're judging it, because there's somewhere in you, you're doing it and you don't want to see it. And you don't, because you've judged it as good or a bad, you've seen it as a bad. So ask yourself now, what makes the difference between her and you? Because if she's manipulating to get herself to the top, she's chasing people to get herself to the top. You said you also chasing with what you're going through to get what you want, right? Okay. There is no difference in my eyes. Chasing is chasing. How you do it, when you do it, it doesn't fucking matter. Chasing is chasing. There's absolutely no difference between the two. Oh my, you just said to me not to say sorry, and I was always asking my partner to say sorry to me. Yeah. Why? Why must he apologize when he was actually showing you who he is? Do you get what I'm saying, Flower D? If you see a cloth in front of the screen, it's because I'm smoking. Okay, so ask yourself those questions, because you're going to work on this now, Flower D. You're going to work on this because this is a part of you that you're not loving. And you're going to start loving these parts of you. Guys, you've got to love all parts of you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If you're judging someone, there's something in you that you hate so much, you need to love that part of you. It's important that you realize this. Okay, so Flower D, give me number 2. I'm making you see a different perspective. I was once there. I hated the fact that my mother did the same thing, only to find out that I did the same thing. I hear you, Marcia. What I don't get is that she's willing to hurt others in the process. I don't. But who says she's hurting them? She's just doing what she's doing, right? Who's actually getting hurt is learning from her. So what makes it right? Because what they're learning from her is that they don't value themselves enough. They don't see their self-worth. She's there to teach them something. So who are you to stop her? Do you hear what I'm saying, Flower D? So if they show us who they really are, and so we just let them go on or just accept them, no. They're teaching you something about you. They're teaching you something about you. Thank you, Ryan. I'm very grateful. Thank you, Deanna, for pinning that. Because people are there to show you things about you. What you are lacking in you. They are there to show you. If you think you're more, you're actually not. You're the same. I'm more than them. You're not. You're the same as them. So if you are judging them, that means you are the same and you don't love that part of you. And what you are witnessing, you are that person too. In some shape or form, you have become that person and you don't love it. And if you don't love that part of you, that means you're not accepting all parts of who you are. You've judged it. Yeah, you become the person. And then you try and change people to make your ego feel better. And that's exactly what's happening here. I was once there. I'm not saying it's only Flower D, because every fucker is doing that. Every single person is doing that. I did it too. So I will not judge D, because I know I was once Flower D. Oh, Flower D, you're so much more innocent than I was. Not going to lie. You're so much innocent. I know there is no more or less. But when I look back at myself and I saw myself, why I was doing what I was doing and why I was judging what I was judging, I need to realize that I was those people too. Man, was I angry. The same, better than identical twins. We are them and they are us. Absolutely. I can see how I can be like that, but I choose not to. Why? What makes you think you're better than them? What makes you think you're better than them? Your hierarchy? You came out of a vagina, they came out of a vagina. You went to a school, they went to a school. You speak, they speak. You walk, they walk. They've got hands, you've got hands. You've got a body, they've got a body. You've got hair, they've got hair. What does she have that you don't have that you are judging her? What makes you more than her? What makes you less than her? She's trying to show you something. She's showing you something about you. She's irking you for a reason. Not by being better than them, but choosing to consider others. Okay? So what you're doing is you're trying to save people. Is that what you're saying to me? You're trying to save them? So if there was no Flower D around, you think they're not going to learn the same lesson? We all use different methods to get what we want. Yeah, you could say that. You could, Ananda. I stopped that though. When you become neutral, you no longer do that. You just the will into existence. And whoever is manifesting something similar to yours will come into existence. And then you realize that that is there for that existence to become. If that makes sense. I resonate with your story, Ananda. Not Ananda. Flower D. I resonate with your story, Flower D. But I'm going to show you that what you see in her is something you're lacking in yourself. Because you deep down wished that you wouldn't go through what you went through and you had someone saving you from people like her. But the true fact is you wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't gone through people like her. I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't have a very toxic relationship. Because that toxic relationship showed me everything that I lacked within me. And I'm thankful for him. At the time, oh no, I couldn't stand him. I had every bad name to say about him. But I am grateful to him because he was showing parts of me that I didn't know. I have to prepare for work. Thanks for that. You're welcome, man. You'll have a magical day. I know I need to learn from this. Oh yeah, major sense, yeah. Angel, thank you for sharing the live. Cyril, thank you for sharing the live. Guys, thank you for sharing the live. Marcia making mornings magical. Again and again. Guys, thank you for sharing the live. All right, so Flower D, give me number 2. Give me number 2. I'm going to block you, Angel and Cyril. I know what you guys are doing, and I'm going to block you both just now. 2, she doesn't respect boundaries set by people multiple times. Right. Boundaries. Okay. There's 2 things you're doing and you're repeating, and it's a pattern you have. You've used the word people. Who's the people? Who is the people? Just let me block someone. Hold on. All they're doing is flagging my account. It's people like this that put me on fucking... There you go. Go be your Ramaphosa and your angel somewhere else. Myself and a mutual friend. Right. So if this people is people and myself, you're talking for your friend or you're talking for you? Are you talking for your friend or you're talking for you? I love you too. I'm going to tell you what you're doing here already. You only gave me 2, but already this gave it away. And the fact that you said my friend and myself means you've both put this person in a box that you've created, right? Judged her because she is unique and you both don't like what she's doing to you because both of you don't know your self-worth and self-value, and now you're blaming her for doing what she's doing by presenting her true self to you, and you irked by it because you two are having a talk about her without her being there, and she's not there to defend herself. In my growth, I learned boundaries are not for them, they are for you. Don't cross your own boundaries. Fact, fact, and fact. Pin that, Carol. Pin that. I just feel like the one after a war. You felt it? Huh? What war? What are you talking about? I just feel like the one alive after a war. Huh? Galaxy? Flower D, do you see what this is? Felt what? The earth move underneath my feet? I am the earth. I'm vibrating. Okay, that came out wrong. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, Galaxy. You know. Right? So Flower D, ask yourself, when you guys talk about this person, is this person there to defend herself? You guys are reading my mind. Stop reading my mind. Be honest with yourself, my love. I'd love to have a face-to-face discussion with her, but she avoids us. Is she avoiding us? Okay, how is she avoiding you? Because if she's avoiding you, then she can't be doing these things to you. D, something's not right. What you're saying and what you're doing is not alignment. Something is not in alignment, love. Because your thinking and your words and what you're doing is 3 different stories. So close your eyes quickly, Flower D. Close your eyes, Flower D. Do yourself a favor now. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Oh, sorry, I can't express myself. Why can't you express yourself? You asked me how I'm feeling, or you're asking to feel you how you're feeling when I am busy with D. Galaxy, tell me, make that make sense. What's going on today? You're triggered by something? My light too bright today? Is my light too bright today, Galaxy? Over text, WhatsApp group, social media, through mutual acquaintances. All right, okay. So over text, WhatsApp groups, social media, through mutual acquaintances. So why do you feel that you cannot express truthfully, honestly, authentically in the text, WhatsApp group, social media, and through mutual acquaintances while she's there? At the same room, I wrote a number. She told you, didn't say anything last week. But when I told my number, you gave me the explanation. Galaxy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Right now we're here and you're somewhere else. So to tell you that I don't know what you're talking about, I absolutely have no idea. It's somewhat of a work situation, but not. All right, okay. If it's a work situation, why are you ashamed of speaking your truth and expressing how you feel so that she can express how she feels? What makes it right to go behind her back, talk about her, and not say it in true form when it's happening right there and now? They're telling me it's a pattern that you have. So let's go there, Cherie, after D, flower. Ah, got it. Thank you, Ryan. I get it now. Galaxy was looking for guidance. Yeah, first I'm busy with flower D, and then it's Cherie, and then it's you, Galaxy. Close your eyes, flower D. Be honest with yourself. What are you afraid of? Because you said work. Are you afraid that by you expressing your true feelings, that people are going to judge you the way you've judged her? Are you afraid that you're going to be reprimanded? Or are you going to be afraid that you're going to lose the job? Which one is it? This is a fear-based programming you have. Repeated pattern. Thank you for tapping the screen, guys. Do you know which one it is? Flower D? Can you go to your heart and see which one is it? Which one are you afraid of? Because even if it's a work situation, it's not really work, because work is the same thing as private. What you do in your work and what you do in private is the same thing. We think it's different, but it's not. Did I miss Flower D's comment? Yeah. I love that. In spirit, yeah. I love that word, yeah. I don't want to upset the people that I work with. If I confront her, we are close friends too. Right. So what you're saying to me is I would rather talk shit behind someone's back and not in their face. Right. Are you hurting them, or are you speaking your truth? Because you're not being authentic. Can I be honest with you? Right. Don't take offense. I'm giving you an explanation. Right. If you don't want to do it to them, don't do it to yourself. Right. So I'm going to give it in the most simple form. If someone is going to want to be my friend and they're not going to express themselves honestly and truthfully, that I don't want to be around them. Because if they're not going to tell me what they think to me, they're going to talk shit behind my back because they think they're hurting me. You can't think for my emotions. Only me can do with my emotions. So if you, D, Flower D, are not going to tell me honestly what you think about me, I am not there to defend myself and explain to you who I think I am. Because D, Flower D, who you think this person is, it's not who she thinks she is. It's what you think she is. And what you think she is a judgment of yourself that you have created through a thought. Do you get where I'm going? Wherever you go, there you are. Whoever you are at home is who you are at work too. Big lesson, yes. It doesn't go. Work is not separate. Work, private, social, wherever you are, there you are. Thank you so much for the gifts. Who is this? Thank you so much. Guiding gracefully. I'm very grateful. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the gifts. Hello, new here. Welcome, love. Welcome. Elizabeth, welcome. Do you get where I'm going, Flower D? Because when you're saying, I'm afraid to tell the cup is the cup because I'm afraid how it feels, you're talking on behalf of the cup. Do you think that's fair? Do you think it's fair that you're talking on behalf of the cup? I'm not going to tell the cup what I think the cup is, because I think the cup is straight, but the cup is going to say I'm not straight. I've got curves, I've got a straight line, I've got ridges. Do you get what I'm saying? So you being irked by it is meaning that you are not telling her what you think she is. Okay, so what you need to do in public, whether it be at work, if you see her do something, you need to say, I don't like what I am seeing right now. There's something about this whole scene that doesn't make sense for me, because it might make sense for everybody but you, Dee, and you don't see it. And then what you're doing is you're going behind, talking with your friends to another friend, with another friend, and you're judging, and you're putting seeds in their head about this person, which is not fair. So now what's happening, this is the thing. Ask Carol. Carol will tell you. When I talk about someone, I'm not talking about someone so that you can judge them through my eyes. I am merely telling you that this was my expression. My experience with that person is my experience with that person. It doesn't mean that my experience with that person is going to be the same for you, because you are going to experience that person differently. You're going to experience that person the way you are seeing yourself. I'm experiencing that person the way I see myself. So everyone is experiencing a person differently. But what happens in a group setting, is this person doesn't like what this person's doing, and they tell everybody about this person, and now everybody has the same perception, and you've all gone against her because your ego was bruised. Do you hear what I'm saying? She avoids me in public because she knows I want to talk to her. How does she avoid you? If it's public, it's public. I don't see it, Flower D. Is it the same with family and my mother is telling me what my brother did? Yes, because your mother doesn't want to tell your brother. So instead, she's talking shit about it. Sometimes people align with each other and sometimes they don't. It's not they don't align with each other. It's when you have judged them and put them in a box makes the alignment different. Because if you see things as they are and you're not trying to change people to make you feel better, you accept them as they are. People are there to teach you something, and if you're not learning something from yourself about these people, then you're trying to manipulate people to change them so that you can feel better. So if you're changing someone to make your ego feel better, there is something that you are creating within, and those are boxes that are patterns, and those patterns that you have are patterns from yourself that you don't see in yourself. So instead, you are projecting a judgment and you want them to change to make you feel better. And no matter how many times you're going to change them, they will never be happy because they're always changing to make you better, right? And you're never going to be happy with anyone because you're not happy with yourself. Yeah, that's true from a healing perspective. We're not broken. We don't need to be healed. We need to see things as they are. But I love your words. I love your words. This is the thing. When you say I'm healing, you're playing victim. We were never broken. You just have to see yourself within others and others in you. She's hardly there and we work with clients when she is. All right, but then that's where I have a problem. You said she's doing A, B, C, D, E. How do you know she's doing A, B, C, D, E if you're never something not right with your story. You said this person is A, B, C, D, E. You said she's doing it to you. Now you're saying she's never there. How is she doing it to you if she's never there? I'm not saying someone is broken. I'm saying when you work on yourself, you will be able to do. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. You will see things differently because you will only see it from the deceptive eye self. When you let go of the I and you just are, you accept others as they are without trying to change them. I used to say that I am healing hogwash. I am perfect, timeless and limitless. Yes, you are limitless and timeless. Because when we constantly say I'm healing, you'll never ever put that ego at ease. You'll keep finding fault with yourself to make your ego feel and find something new. It's very important to take the victim mentality completely off. The things she says on social media, what? Okay. Flower D, already that's a problem. The things she says on her social media. She's expressing herself on her social media and you don't like what she's doing with her page. What if I go to your social media and I find everything faulty with it? So if she's doing it on your page, why aren't you replying your truth? Stop speaking for others. Flower D, you need to stop speaking for others. Because if you're speaking for others, you are manipulating people to make your ego feel good. Right? You're not helping yourself and you're not helping them. My love, please, hear what I'm saying. If the world was blind, media page, and you don't like what she says on your social media page, why aren't you replying on your social media page of what she's saying? Why? Why aren't you telling her how you feel what she said is making you feel? Because you're afraid of what people are going to think about you? Because it cannot be you're going to feel her hurt. Because already you saying, I'm afraid she's going to hurt me, I'm going to hurt her, you're lying. Burns, welcome in, my love. You need to be honest, raw, honest. Flower D, put that mask down. Put those masks down, love. I love you as I love myself. Let's get to the rawness of this. Okay. Put those masks down. Okay. Put those masks down. Put those masks down. She's creating fake accounts to spy on me. All right. That's a lie. That's a lie. What if I'm telling you lying? How does it make you feel? What if I tell you you are lying? Because you're so obsessed with her, you've created the story, it's now happening for real. What is your obsession with her? Because she's not creating false accounts. You're creating false stories. Because you're so angry with her, but you're actually angry with yourself. So put the mask down. Put the mask down. Put the mask down. Okay. Put the mask down. Let's go to the raw, the red envelope. Flower D. Let's go to the envelope. Okay. What's your obsession with her? Why are you so obsessed with her? What does she have that you don't? What does she have that you're lacking? What does she have that you want? Is it her looks, the way she dresses, her car, her salary, her position in the workspace? Be honest with me, love. You know I'm never going to judge you. Let's get raw with each other. What What does she have that you want? What does she have that you want? Think about it. Be honest with yourself. Go deep down in your heart. Amazingly, thank you for joining. Bullseye, welcome in, my love. Projection is a real thing. It is a real thing. You project that story. None of that, I guess perseverance is all she has that I can say I admire. All right. What's perseverance mean to you? What does perseverance mean to you? You say nothing, but it's more than you think. Because there's a lot of things that she has that you're obsessed with her. Amazingly, thank you for it. And you don't realize this. And I think you need to come to the realization that your obsession with her, that's creating this focus. You're so focused on what she does, when she goes to the toilet, when she's drinking coffee, what she's writing. You're chasing her accounts. You're following her accounts. You are obsessed. You have taken the focus of creativity of a beautiful life for yourself, and you've shifted that focus of an obsession to one thing, and that's a person. And you need to ask yourself, why am I so obsessed with this one thing, this person? You have to be raw honest with you. What, apart from, you say it's only perseverance, but you need to go deep, deep. What else does she have? Guts. She's got guts. She's got attitude. Come, my love. What else does she have? Be honest with yourself. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, tap your heart, and ask yourself, show me why I'm so focused. Let your consciousness speak to your consciousness. Come, my love. Guidance, thank you for the roses. I'm very grateful and thankful. Come, my angel. What is it? Because when you're focused and obsessed with someone, that means you're lacking something in yourself. And you've now taken all that energy. That's why you feel so drained. You've taken all that energy and you're literally putting all your precious manifestation energy on one person. And that manifestation is just creating fake accounts. She's using people. She's hurting people. But it's not people. It's you. She's hurting your ego. So let's get to the core. What is the ego she's hurting? What part of the ego is lacking? Self-confidence. Think, ask yourself hard. Don't think, no. Because when you're thinking, you're not being honest with yourself. So D, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to put you in the box. I'm going to put you in the box because I'm going to connect with you. And we're going to get to the core. Because they're telling me this is one of your patterns. Are you ready to come in the box? Can you come in the box, my love? Where is that thing? What did I do with it? Shit, I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try it. I always ask myself, why am I allowing that person to affect me as well? No, you don't have to put video. You know me. You're a subscriber. You don't have to put a video. Let me see if this is work. Is it buzzing? I look like a DJ. Wicka, wicka, wicka. Woo, woo. Okay, get in the box. Send a request, my love. Or can I send a request for you? Why am I not following you back? You're my subscriber. Marcy, you're rude. I didn't realize I wasn't following you back, my love. I need to know if I can hear you. God, this thing's on small box again. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mars.
Okay, all right. Okay, take a deep breath in. Tell me when you feel pins and needles in your hands. We're going to get to the raw pattern because you've got a pattern. Come. Take a deep breath in. Drama. First word is drama. Flower D likes drama. Oh my God. I am drama. Okay. You should be feeling pins and needles now.
Yeah.
DJ Eminem. All right. Okay. Close your eyes and see the 12-year-old version of you.
Okay.
What did your mother say to you that pissed you off?
Oh. I don't know.
Connect to your heart, not your head. Connect to your heart. What did your mother say to you that pissed you off? Did your mother judge your friend, your best friend? Did you have a boyfriend at the age of 12? There was something your mother did and it pissed you off.
I think it was around the time that she started talking about leaving.
Okay, she started talking about leaving you or leaving your father.
My dad. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Did she talk bad about your father?
Oh, yes.
Okay, she spoke bad about your father. Did you see your father in the same way you saw your mother saw your father?
Yes, because I did witness the things that she spoke about. I was there to
All
see.
right. Did you witness it from your own eyes or did you witness it from what your mother was feeding you?
No, own eyes.
Your own eyes?
Well, aside from the financial things I never saw, but like the physical and verbal abuse, yes.
Okay, you witnessed that.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, in the physical abuse, you judged it as good or bad?
Oh, bad, for sure.
Bad. All right. Okay. And word abuse? Is it good or bad?
Well, also bad.
Bad. Okay. So if you put this person in front of your father, what do you think you're doing to this person?
Abusing them.
Right. Why?
Because he was abusive, so
Right. So you've become your father. Okay. So we create patterns from what we learned as a child. Flower D, I can feel you. Don't judge yourself, my angel. Flower D, do not judge yourself. Love this. Because now that you are in awareness of it, you can now choose to change and shift your focus. I love you. I'm not judging you. Why the fuck are you judging yourself?
because I never wanted to be like him.
I never wanted to be my mother and I became my mother and I still love myself. And you know what? Now I love my mother because she showed me parts of me. All right? Okay? As a child, we just wanted to learn from everyone and everything. It's the books that made it good or bad. It's the movies that made it good or bad. It's society that made it good or bad. Stop judging yourself. Okay, right. Now, what if this girl is who she is and you let her be who she wants to be? And you start putting all that love back into your heart. What if you do that? Take a deep breath in. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to see yourself as your father. And I want you to give that love to your father. How do you think your father is going to treat you now?
So much better.
Right. Did you hear your words, my love?
Yes.
Take a deep breath in, fart out. It's okay. If it stinks, you'll sage it away. Okay, so, right. If I come to you and I tell you, Flower D, I don't like this fucking cat. It's pissing me off. Does that mean you're not going to like the cat as well?
No.
Why?
because I have my own opinion of the cat.
All right, I need you to hear your words. Say this again. Why are you not going to like that cat? Why are you going to give your own opinion to the cat?
Because what you think or feel about the cat is not necessarily what I think or feel about the cat.
All right, okay. So, did you hear what you just said to yourself? So every time you were saying in the comments that she was treating people, do you think it was right what you were doing?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, I'm speaking for the people. She's doing this to the people. I'm seeing she's doing it to the people. Is she doing it to the people, or is it you doing it to you?
I guess, like you always say,
Don't guess.
Okay.
Not this fucking no-nos, because this head creates stories. I want you, harky, in your heart. The heart that goes boom, 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 boom. I want to see me, that boom, right? Feel it, put your hand in your heart, take a deep breath in. Fart out and ask yourself, is she actually hurting them or is she actually hurting you?
Well, she's hurting me.
Right. How is she hurting you when she has not touched you? Did she take a knife and beat you with it? Did she throw a stone at you? Did it hit you? Did it bruise you? Are you blue? Are you pink?
No.
No. So is she hurting you or is your ego's emotions bruised?
Yes.
Okay, so your emotions are hurt. She did fuck all to you because you created a story in your head about her. So what box did you create? Did you see your father in her? You created a box of her. Did you see your father in her?
Now that you put it that way, I guess I did.
Okay, how many people have you done that?
Oh, my ex-husband, for sure.
Only? What about your teachers? What about your friends?
I don't know. I really have to think about that.
Okay, don't think, feel, because you have created it. It's a pattern you have. So everywhere you go, you'll always find that one person that will do the one thing that your father did, and now you've compared them to your father, and now you're going to bully them to change because they remind you of your father, because you have not paid peace with who your father was. Your father presented himself in the best he could. But because your mom wanted him to change, he felt forced to, he became abusive. And he became an alcohol. There's two sides to a story. You only heard your mother's story. You only saw what your father did, his actions, but you never saw what your mother was doing to him.
Yeah.
They were both wrong. They were both right. But you as a child picked a side, and you keep doing that with your friends, with your work colleagues, with society. When you get into a social norm, even in social media, you pick sides, and you're still picking sides.
Okay.
And what you're actually doing is you're bullying people to change, to make you feel better. Let me just tell you, it doesn't make you a bad person. I still think you're a fucking amazing soul.
Thanks, Marcia.
And I love you as you are. But if you had done that to me, I would have come straight to you and called you out on it. You know why? Not because I hate you. It's because I want you to see the patterns you have so that you can change if you want to. If you don't want to change it, you don't have to. Because if you don't change it, you cannot bitch and moan about it.
Yeah.
Because remember, what you're doing to them, it's going to happen to you. Don't get mad. Because when it comes back to bite you, that means you have become what you've judged.
And that's the thing. And since I started following you, especially about the judgment, if you judge someone, you need to look within to see what you're judging within yourself.
Yes.
And I've tried to apply this to her.
But it's not your job to apply it to her. Apply it to yourself.
No, to apply that, to myself with
Yeah.
regards to her, looking at her. Why does she trigger me so much? Why? And the thing is, I don't want to change her. She can be who she is, but I just don't want her in my life.
But you do want her in your life because you're chasing her. You're focused on her. You're looking at her fault. You need to be honest with yourself, Flower D. You are. You said she's creating false accounts. I got a heck no. What happened is you in your head about her. You constantly thinking about her. You are focused. You are wanting her to change. Because if you wanted to be who she is, you wouldn't be thinking, talking, breathing, feeling, chasing, or looking for false accounts that represent her. You didn't let go.
Okay, it's not that I go looking. I need to be honest in that sense. I don't go looking. And I don't follow her. I don't follow her accounts, anything like that. She follows me from different accounts. And I know you say it's not the truth, but there's things on the account and there's specific things that says, I know this is her. Because of these mutual people in our life, when she can't get to these people, she uses other people around them.
Okay, D, I'm going to stop you. All I'm hearing is I'm bored with my fucking life and I'm making stories up and I'm bringing everybody, so I'm creating drama.
Oh, okay.
That's how bored you are with your life. And the people you're surrounded with are just as bored. Because if you have the time to look for whose mutual account is whose mutual account with whose mutual account with whose mutual account, you're fucking bored with your life.
Okay, yeah, I am pretty bored at night.
All right, okay. Because if I was you, because this is what I do, okay? I'm not on my phone looking for who's mutual with you. What I'm doing is I'm putting my phone aside and I'm meditating. And I'm putting all that energy in me and I'm creating a new reality that I want to see. And then people say, but Marcia, how are you doing it? Well, I'm definitely not fucking wasting my time with drama.
Okay.
Because that's what you're chasing. You're chasing drama. You want drama in your life and you'll always make a problem in your life because you're fucking bored with your life. And you're saying it's them. It's not them. It's you, D. It's not her. It's you, D. It's not your friends. It's you, D.
I think I just had a realization while you were saying that. I think it's because my life was just drama, always.
Yeah, but who's creating the drama, D?
No. I mean, from childhood, from everything, it was always
right.
drama.
But are you the child or are you the adult? Come,
No.
my beautiful,
Yes,
lovely,
no,
gorgeous D. Come. Who are you?
I was
the
just
child or Flower D?
No, I was just
What does
about
a flower do?
Yeah, no, as I was just about to say, I was so used to my life being drama that I need it now. I need to create the drama because that's what I'm used to.
All right. So if you lead that drama, do you think it's right what you're doing?
No, I don't need that drama, actually.
Right, because you are bullying these people.
Okay.
That's what you're doing. You are bullying these people.
The thing is, I don't even really speak to her. I don't give her my, like you said, I need to do this. If she gets to me, I need to do it.
Are you telling your friends about her? Are your friends checking her profile with you?
No, I don't. No.
D, they're showing me it. Be honest. I'm not going to hate you. Be honest with yourself. You want to fix yourself now? This is the time. Do you or don't you? Yes or no? Not think. Yes or no? Yes. Do you talk shit to your friends about this person?
Yes.
Right. Thank you for your honesty.
Yes.
Right. Now that you're doing that, you are all bullying her. You're bullying her to fit your boxes. You are all bullying her. Let her be who she wants to be. If she's making an account, let her. If she's following you guys, let her. Maybe did you ever think that maybe she is inspired by all of you and wants to be like you, but here you are talking shit about her and creating drama? D.
I guess I can consider that, but I don't think it's
I
that.
guess.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
When you go to the toilet, do you guess if it's shit in there or is it shit?
No, it's shit.
Right. So you're going to tell me that that is a guess of a shit that you're doing right now to this person?
No.
No. If you want to change this reality and you want to invite new things into your life, the only way it's going to happen is by you stop what you're doing.
Okay.
Because your pattern will never stop until you stop. And you will keep being your mother, yes. And you will keep being your father, yes. Until you're finally aware with what you are doing. Now, I've given you this awareness. I've given you the seed, D.
Yes.
I'm not judging you. I still fucking love you. Because if I didn't love you and I didn't like you, the black cat says hello. Do you want to say hi?
Oh, I also have a black cat. That's awesome.
You want to go outside? Okay, hold on. I closed the door on her. She's telling me she wants to go outside. Hold on. Okay, forgive me. I did it for a reason. Please don't kill the birds. Thank you. I didn't hear you. I had the headphones on. Okay. All right. Forgive me. All right. So, Flower D.
Yes.
Right. Do you see yourself in 5 years doing the same thing?
Oh, please no.
All right. So, what is it that you're going to start doing first?
I need to stop judging.
You need to put your focus in the right places.
Yes.
So where do you put your focus?
Me.
Who's me? The fact that you're taking 5 years till Sunday to reply to me tells me there's a problem already. Because if you don't know who you are, you're going to keep trying to change people to make you feel better. And you are no better than your father or your mother. Hear me, my love?
Yeah, you must.
I fucking love you.
I love you too.
Shift your focus, Flower D, because I want to tell you about a flower. A flower opens up. It doesn't look at the other flowers to see who's better than it. It's still a flower. And it's still shining. It doesn't change itself. Are you hearing me?
I hear you, Moss.
Take people for who they are. If you don't want to surround by them, then don't surround yourself by them. Stop looking for them. Stop searching for them. Because if you stop doing that, they will disappear. Those who disappear are not in line to your frequency anymore. That means you've now finally learned.
Yeah, so I should just stop giving it energy and focus on myself, and then
Exactly. Because if you want a BMW at the front of your garage, you will never have that BMW because you're too focused on he said, she said, we said, personally, she's doing this and she's doing that. And if you are that bored, get into nature. Nature will teach you. Because nature, a tree doesn't say, you skew, get the fuck out of my forest, I'm going to kill you. Guys, this tree's fucked up. It doesn't do that, does it?
yeah, no.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too, Moss. And
You
I would
better.
love I'd love to come visit you. I always say this, I know.
You're not going to come visit me yet because if you're doing what you're doing now, I'm going to trigger the fucking ass out of you. By the time you leave my house, You are not going to be following me after that. So,
No.
first, before you manifest that shit, change your focus, shift your focus, because your shit and my shit ain't going to be planted in the same toilet. Just saying.
No, it's fine. I've always appreciated when you're so straightforward with us. I need it sometimes, that kick in the pants, you know?
We need it. We always need it, but we don't need it. We need that validation. We don't need it. I want to be seen because I don't see myself. I want to be heard because I don't hear myself. I need to tell people that I'm going to the toilet to take a shit because I don't see myself going to the toilet to take the shit. I want this to be pink and I want everybody to validate that it's pink. It's ego, ego, ego. But what if everything is just the way it is and it's played just the way it is, and let it be how it should be?
Yeah.
How do you think this world would be after that?
Much more peaceful.
Right. So do you want peace or do you want chaos? You need to ask that first for yourself. What do I want in my life? Do I want peace or do I want chaos? Because if I'm going to keep looking for chaos,
I'm going to find it.
Exactly. Because where your focus goes.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so don't bitch and moan. Marcia, I'm sick. Marcia, I'm drained. Marcia, I'm this. Because you are bored. So do better with your energy. Instead of sitting on social media, grab a pen and paper and draw. Paintbrush. Go paint your house. Go build a house. Go plant a tree. Go to the garden. Go take a walk. How about skipping? Get a skipping rope.
Go
Do
build a
better,
house
love.
somewhere in nature. Yes, I'll do
Actually,
that.
if you want to paint a house, you're welcome to come here. I'm not going to give you anything for it, but I'm going to make you entertained. So you can come and get a paintbrush and some paint, and you can come paint this house. Because right now, this house needs Jesus. Deanna, I love you and I appreciate you. Sweet dreams, my love. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, get off my box. You're irritating me now.
Okay,
Isn't that what you say to your friends? Isn't that what you say to your friends? She's irritating me. Marcia's creating false accounts. She's chasing me. How ego is your bigo?
No.
I fucking love you. All right.
Thank you so much, Marcia.
All right, Cherie. Next is Cherie. Remember, change your focus. What's the time over there? It's 09:03. 09:03. It's not 3 minutes past 9. I did look like a DJ, but I must say this thing is cooking my ears. All right, Cherie, you asked me a question. Let's start from the beginning. What happened? You're an hour behind me. Peter, where are you based again? UK. You in the UK. Dr. Ikas, or Drickus. Is it Drickus? Forgive me, it's Drickus. Thank you for sharing, Dee. That was brilliant. Alyssa, when did you come in, my love? Trust to know you're doing well. Marcia, you're a solid gold. I fucking love you too. The Netherlands. Yes, you did say. Swiss, says Nature's Love. Greetings from the Netherlands. Oh, I love that. Welcome in. What an honor to have you all here. Thank you so much. Oh, Nether, says Nature. Born in South Africa. Oh, really? Peter. Well, it does say Peter. Peter is, no, because Netherlands is half Afrikaans, Dutch, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it Netherlands a lot Dutch? I think so, yes. Yeah, I was right. See, I was guessing my own ego. So I'm guessing my own ego. All right. Cherie, tell me what your whiff is. I'm actually amazed that I could figure that it was there. That means my right brain and left brain is balanced. Oh, while we're waiting for Cherie, who wants to work on awareness? While you're tapping that screen, we got to 100K. Oh, we got to 100K. We got to 100K. Thank you. Ryan, I missed some of your comments, my love. The storybook Heidi was Dutch originally and had a Peter in it. I love that story. Heidi, Heidi. Do you want to do it, Minnie? Do you guys want to do awareness? And then Galaxy had a question. Galaxy also had a question. So it was Cherie and then Galaxy. My toxic 5-year partner. Okay. Your toxic 5-year partner. You guys broke up. You broke up. Right? You broke up with your toxic 5-year-old boyfriend. Right. Okay. It was a 5-year experience. Right. Here's you. Here's your partner. And your partner is you. So it's you versus you. Right. You broke up with your partner. Now all of a sudden, your partner says, but I need therapy. And you asking Marcia, do I take him back? Right. Correct? I have issues with my colleague. I think she has issues with me. Your colleague is you. Okay, Galaxy, hold on. Let me do Cherie and then I'll go to you. And I'm going to show you what you're doing, Galaxy. Galaxy, you've got an old pattern. I told you it was going to happen and you're doing it again. And I'm going to show you again what you're doing. Remember you did this the last time and then you stopped and now it's happening again. Okay, we're going to go to it. Right. So, Cherie, were you happy in the relationship, yes or no? Were you happy in the relationship, yes or no? Not maybe, not I think, yes or no. These are yes or no questions. Were you happy in the relationship, yes or no? I never get along with my mother and sister because they are you. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you to everyone for the support during. Oh, thank you, Dee. Galaxy, I'll talk to you now. Let's do Cherie first. I felt that I need to talk to my father. He was not abusive to me, just my mom. Okay, you were happy in the relationship. If you were happy in the relationship, why did you break up with the relationship? Hey, princess. I trust and know you're doing well, my love. Yay! I didn't see you pop in. Guys, I've missed quite a few people, so welcome in. Cherie, if you broke up with the relationship, were you? Because we can't argue, talk, it's abusive from both. All right, so, okay. There were arguments. And there were abuse. The two A's. Right. So now I'm going to ask you again. Were you happy in the relationship? I was unhappy and then I changed my attitude. Nice, Google. Okay. So I'm going to ask you again. Were you happy in the relationship? I was in a situation that I jumped from a car because he can't stop arguing. That's not the question. Okay, you already told me what the problem is. He didn't do anything. You did it. You jumped off the car. He was just arguing. You jumped off the car. Okay. So I'm going to ask you again. Were you happy in the relationship? Cherie, yes or no? Were you happy in the relationship? Okay. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. Why? No, not at first. I am asking you. If this is an apple, it's an apple. Whether I took a bite of the apple or whether I ate the apple, were you happy with the relationship? Yes or no? Not at first, not at last, because an apple is an apple is an apple. So if you love the apple, you should have been loving the apple from today all the way till the end of time. So, were you happy in the relationship? No. Right. I wasn't happy in the relationship. Why were you not happy in the relationship? My husband is more balanced and patient than me. I realized that my problem with the attitude. Okay? If you have a problem with the attitude, why are you judging it? Does your husband love you the way you are, or are you trying to please your husband? Hold all comments. I'm busy with Cherie. Because I felt that he didn't see me. Right. Was it his job to see you? Cherie, was it his job to see you? Because when you first got to know him, did he see you? Everybody keep tapping that screen. We're going to 200K today. I have trauma. No, you're not a victim. You don't have trauma. You're playing the victim so you can get validation. And when you play the trauma, you're going to keep repeating what you're doing. Ocean Breeze, welcome in. Ocean Breeze, are you here looking for followers? You need to go to your own live and do that. In the meantime, I'm going to mute and block you. You've missed out on an opportunity for growth. I'll work on myself. Are you sure you're working on yourself, or are you looking for validation and attention? I'm going to see that again. Hi Dee, trust you're doing well. At first, he was patient with me and he understands that I was broke because my husband committed. Okay, right. He understood where you were at the time when you met, correct? Right. When did you start comparing him to your ex? Yes, I want validation. Okay, ask yourself why. I felt in love with him. What's love? What's your perception of love? A touch, a feel, money? I do the comparison and he knows it. All right, it's not what he's known. He's not here to defend himself, Cherie. You asked me, do I take this person back? Yes or no? Okay. Because if you're telling me that he's the problem, I'm going to tell you it's not him, it's you. Okay. And this is where you're going to get triggered. Right. You've compared him to your ex. And because he knows that, makes it all right for you to do what you're doing. But your mom's not fucking him. You are. Your mom's not in a relationship with him. You are. So what your mom says means what? That you're not living your life for you. You're living your life for your mother? Cherie, come on. Let's be honest here, my love. You want to do this or do you not want to do this? It's not okay to him. And he's right. Would you like it if, Cherie, I compared you to your mother? Would you like it if I compared you to your mother? No. Would you like it if I compared you to your father? Would you like it if I compared you to his ex? No. Why do you think it's right what you're doing to him, but it's not okay what he's doing to you? What makes it right? What makes it wrong? What makes you more than him? What makes him less than you? That is a man? Ask yourself, Cherie, it's a pattern you have. So ask yourself, okay, if I'm doing this and I have to evaluate my relationship, am I doing what's right? Because if I'm going to say him, he's the problem, here's the problem, I'm going to say, hi, he's not the problem, it's you. As much as blaming my ex, I got to blame me. It's not why we like this. Why are we are like this? Because we always want to see the problem in someone else and we don't want to see the problem in ourselves. But the beauty is that we are not a problem. The beauty is that we're learning. But instead of learning, we're wanting to change other people to make ourselves feel better. Right? Because when you are in a relationship, that means you are not the ex. That means you are not the mother. You are not the father. Here I am raw and honest. This is me. This is what I am. And that person's going to say, this is who I am. This is me. This is raw and honest. I am not my ex. I am not my mother. I'm not my father. So if I go to you and say, you're just like my ex, there's three fingers pointing back. It's not him that's your ex. It's you that's your ex. Because you lived so much with your ex, you became the ex, and now you're finding the fault in him, but the problem is you. I became my ex. Right. Because you became them and you don't see it. Right. And your partner is trying to make you happy and you finding fault with this person all the time. Okay, so give me one thing that he said to you. Give me something that he said to you that you think he wanted to change you. Are you sure, Galaxy? You've got that wall up? Is that wall high? We'll get to you now, Galaxy. Hold on. Let me finish with Cherie. I'll get to you. Try and think of something that he said to you, that he compared you to someone, or something he didn't like about you. Has he said anything? You are. I'll tell you why. Because I said to you, wait, let me finish with Cherie, and you still... Did you see the pattern, Galaxy? There's a pattern. What's the need to be right always, Galaxy? So the one time we argue for 4 days, and then he called me a name that my father used to call me. Right. So now you've compared him. Did he know that this is what your father used to call you? Did he know? Did this guy know that this is what your father used to call you? Please stay, says Peter. No. So when you told him, don't call me that, my father used to say that to me, did he ever say it again? And then he stopped. So he respected you. Okay. When you guys have an argument, what's the argument always about? Let's do an example, the one where you jumped off the car, right? What was the argument about? Why am I getting high? Okay, Cherie, in the times that you guys are arguing, are you any in substance that you're taking? A substance like alcohol, weed? Is there any substance that you're taking before these arguments happen? I don't know, I just got a whiff of highness and I'm like, what the fuck? Cariso, I see you. Okay, yes, smoke. All right, there's a pattern. Rating. Just you're doing well. I'm only writing this because I want to show you what the pattern is. All right. Okay, so he respects you. Who starts the argument? Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Go back to that day that you were in the car and the argument started. Who started the argument? I see you as well. All right. What did you tell him? Thank you for your honesty. I have the utmost respect for you. Your raw honesty, I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for sharing the live, guys. Thank you for tapping the screen. Very grateful. Very, very grateful. And thank you for your patience. Layla says, my son needs me. He is sick. I have to leave. Oh, I love you. May your son heal with ease and grace. Turmeric with warm water, Layla. Turmeric with warm water. Thank you, Bernadette. Yeah, just a little bit, like a shot glass. Warm water with a little bit of turmeric, and you must down it. I felt that he left me alone, then needed, and I cannot tolerate at the time and understand that. Okay, so you have put expectations on him. You have put expectations on him. You've put so many expectations. The expectations of the ex, the expectations of the father. Right. You found everything faulty with this poor guy, and all he's ever done is respected you. And what he's done is defended himself. So you have the father wound, he's got the mother wound. Right. But instead of learning from each other, you project it onto each other. He needs to go, but I was telling him that I was having bad thoughts and he just left to his mom because he needed space. And he was right. It's not his fault that you've got bad thoughts. It's your fault. It's your fault. He was doing as much as he could to make you happy, and nothing he did was making him happy. Nothing he did to you or for you was making you happy. So you put all these expectations on him. Just came back to tap, tap, tap my screen, the wound in me. Mamiki, you must join the group call on Saturday, love. It's around the corner. We'll dive deep into it together. Unless you want to do it, yeah. My menstrual cycle has been messed up for 6 months now. Okay, code name, you need to wait. Let me finish with Shireen. But how? If someone will tell that is having bad thinking, I would stay. So you want him to be like you? Is that what you're saying to me, Shireen? That if he's not like you, he's not acceptable as your boyfriend? He needs to be like you? I want you to hear your words. Because you were comparing him to his ex, your mother was comparing him to your ex, you compared him to the father, you want him to do things. He's done everything you asked him to, but still it's not good enough. So when is a man going to be good enough for you, Shireen? Write these questions down, my angel. Write these questions down. When is a man going to be good enough for me? Celebrate just reached member level 9 in your town. Nice. Who did that? Mindtech. There's something new going on with TikTok. I don't know. It's telling me celebrate. Celebrate good times. Touche. How can we go after years my inner thinking? I was crying at the time. All right. Okay. Your thoughts are patterns, Shireen. Your thoughts are patterns. You're saying it's him. He's going for therapy. Are you? Are you? Because there's nothing he can do that's going to make you happy. There's nothing that I can do that's going to make you happy. Because as long as you're in your head, within your thoughts, you're going to keep doing the same thing, creating the same thing, because you're going to keep being in the past. Because no matter what anybody does, you're never going to be happy. Why, Cherie? That's me. He's not going now. He wants to go together. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with going together? You find something wrong with him but not with you? What makes you better than him? He's done everything for you. What makes you better than him? Your thoughts? Cherie, do you see the pattern, my love? I need to go. You got me stuck. So interesting. Thank you. Guiding gracefully, I appreciate you. But I asked him to go for 5 years and he didn't. So what? Now he wants to. He wasn't ready 5 years ago. He's ready now. Just because he didn't want to go then and he wants to go now your ego is saying, but I told you, like a child, I told you then, why do you only want to do it now? Now I don't want to do it. And then tomorrow, he finds a new girlfriend and he's happily married. Cherie's going to say, why didn't we go? Why did you find someone else? Why? When are you going to be happy? When are you going to be happy, Cherie? When are you going to be happy, Cherie? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Cherie, do you see the pattern, my love? Do you see the pattern, my love? So if tomorrow he tells you he's going and he's engaged to someone else, are you going to be happy then? Maybe he needs to know if he was the problem or you were the problem. Maybe he doesn't want to fix the relationship. But because you think you're better than him, you think that you don't need therapy. Well, then go. Go to therapy. So both of you can see that you were both wrong. Both of you can see that you were both right. Both of you can see that you were both valid. Both of you can see the patterns that you have between each other. Can I ask about my father? The father that you judged so much? Are you sure it was you that judged it or was your mom's seeds that judged it? Because your father was actually not a bad person. They still live together in Portugal. Still, are you comparing your relationships to your father and mother? I do want to talk to him, but I can't because of my mother. So your mother has full control over you, what you do, what you say, how you do it, and how you say it. Wow. Does your mom have a whip? Has she changed you with a ball and chain? Do you do counseling? I do one-on-ones, yes. They are toxic, exactly like what my partner. Right, so did you just read your words that you just wrote? Did you just read the words that you just wrote? So you are exactly like your mother. Your mother has a father wound, hates men, but got married. And your mother hates men, got married. And then she then put those seeds in you. And you've done the same thing and you've got a pattern. Yes, you can also do it as a collective. But not everybody likes it that way, Susie. So I do one-on-ones as well. Okay, so if you want to change, go to that therapy with him. And when you go to that therapy, don't defend yourself. And if this therapist doesn't call you out and him at the same time, I'm going to fucking hunt this therapist down. I'm going to call them Susie Matwetwe, going beep, beep. Right. Don't go into the defensive. You need to listen, Linda. In other words, let him speak. Listen. Not in your head. But you didn't want to go to therapy. Now you want to go to therapy. Now you found this therapist and now it's against me. Get out of this head. Go into this heart. But now no one likes him and that's on me. Is he dating you or is he dating them? Because maybe nobody likes you because of him. Are you dating them or are you dating him? Is he dating you or is he dating them? When you're in a relationship, is it them or is it you and him? What time is the call? Ryan, click on the event, it will tell you. Click on the event, it will tell you. It's on Saturday. I sat with my mother and my ex-wife, thinking they are the same, only to find out that I am the same. Yes. Yeah. Because I always share it with my family and that's not okay. Well, now you can change it. Because now that you're in that awareness, you can change it. We're going to do that trick just now. I'm going to tell you what awareness is. So stay so I can show you what awareness is. I learned this from a Buddha. He was very fucked off with me. And then we were laughing like chickens afterwards. Because I wasn't taking things seriously. But now I have a lot of work with all of them. What makes you think you have a lot of work with them? How big is your ego, Cherie? Are you living your life to please other people or are you living your life to please you? It makes no sense what you're doing now. What are you saying to me right now, Cherie? Because all you're doing right now is you saying that I, and I'm saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Did you put yourself in a situation or are you creating a situation right now? Where are you right now, Cherie? Where are you? Are you here or are you there? Where you are right now, where are you, Cherie? Are you here or are you there? Where are you? Where's the situation? Is the situation right here or is it there? Okay. First it was the boyfriend. Then it was the family. Now it's a situation. Then it's going to be about tomorrow. Then it's going to be about the dog. If this is now, are you here now or are you here now? But is he aggressive with your mom or is he aggressive with you? Do you know what your mother's actually doing? Do you know what your mother's creating in her head to have a man like that in her life? Did you tell your mother to find your father, to fuck your father, to have you as a baby? Or did your mother do that all on her own? When are you going to stop doing what you're doing? When is it going to be enough for you, Cherie? When is it going to be enough for you, Cherie? Because you are here, right now. We just dealt with one thing, but there's always going to be a thing. Do you see what you do all the time, Cherie? So, Galaxy has a question. And you're never going to stop because it's always going to be about you. When is it not going to be about you? Do you see the pattern, Cherie? My love, do you see the pattern that you are creating? It's never going to be enough for Cherie because Cherie's always going to find something. There's always going to be a thing. Because she's not right here, right now. So Cherie, are you here now with me? Or are you with the situation? Where are you? Are you here with me now? Or are you in your head with, I'm trying to find fault in everything in my life because I'm not happy with my life. The life is you. If you're not happy with the life, that means you're not happy with you. And if you're not happy with you, your life will never change because you're going to keep finding something wrong with something, because nothing will be anything until you find that one thing that makes you happy. And even when you find that one thing that makes you happy, you're going to fuck it up. Because after it's made you happy, it's never going to be good enough for you. And the only reason why it's never going to be good enough for you, because you don't see the good in you or the bad in you. It's always going to be them. When is it going to be Cherie's fault? And is it okay, Cherie, to be making faults? I think so. But if she wants her life to change, she needs to change what she's doing. Because if she doesn't like what she has right now, she's not going to like what she's going to have tomorrow. She's not going to like what she's going to have next week. And she's not going to like what she has in 5 years from now. Because no matter what Cherie has, Cherie will never be happy. So you need to grab an apple, hold that apple, touch that apple, smell that apple, feel that apple, and ask yourself, do I like this apple? And when you bite into that apple, after you've bitten that apple, is it rotten for you? Or is it still the apple that you imagined it was? Neo, trust you're doing well. I'm being serious, Cherie. Grab that apple. Feel that apple. Touch that apple. Smell that apple. And when you bite in that apple, do you still love the apple the way you had it? Or does it taste like shit now? Because that's the pattern you have. And if you don't change your patterns, you're going to keep doing the same thing. There's never going to be anything good enough for you. And it's not that it's not good enough for you. It's because you won't see it. Because you don't see it in you, my love. Cherie, you've got this, my angel. You really do. All right. Galaxy, get ready to tell me the story. In the meantime, while Galaxy is getting ready, I want you all to tap with the one hand, and with the other hand, put your hand in the air. Now, this is where he got fucked off, because when he said, put my hand in my ear, I was like, and he was very fucked off. Stop. I just said. Say what I said. Put your hand in your ear. Can I send you a private message? Unless you book a session and become, Cherie, I've got too much. Where can I find the On-Call Saturday? On Discord, on the front page. I posted it yesterday. Click interested. And then on Saturday, press OK. Okay. Put your hand up in the air. Tap the screen. Put the phone down on the table. Tap the screen. And look at the screen and watch me. Put your hand up in the air. Make sure it's a 90 degree. Put the hand up in the air. Okay. That's awareness. Wave your hand. Can you see your hands waving? That's awareness. Okay, stop waving your hand. Do you feel a cold sensation in the palm of your hand? That's awareness. Do you feel a hot sensation in your hand? That's awareness. Do you feel nothing in the palm of your hand? That's awareness. Is your arm heavy? That's awareness. Is your shoulder sore? That's awareness. Are you feeling pins and needles in your hands now? That's awareness. If you put your hand down, do you feel a relief? That's awareness. If you know what you are doing, I'm going to repeat this again. Let me write this down so you can all take a screenshot. When you are watching you doing what you doing, that's awareness. But if you're looking at Tom, Dick, and Harry and watching them, that's manipulation. I'm going to repeat this again. When I am watching myself doing what I am doing, I am aware of myself. But when I'm watching others doing what they are doing, that I am manipulating them. Because if I am aware of myself, I will actually see that it's not them, it's actually me. Because if you are in awareness of putting your arm up, you're in awareness of shaking your hand, you are awareness of feeling how your hand feels, you are aware if you are waving your hand, you are aware if your hand's up, you are aware if your hand's down, you are aware if you're clapping your palms of your hand, you are aware if you're tapping that screen, you are aware if you are talking, if you are aware what you are thinking, you are aware of what you are saying, you are in awareness. But when you are saying they, them, perspective, blah, 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 you are not in awareness, you are in judgment. And if you are in judgment, who are you judging? My brothers and sisters, if you are in judgment, who are you judging? If you are in judgment, who are you judging? Yourself. Because yourself, your eyes, your ears, your heart, your brain doesn't see anybody but you. So when you're saying, my mother is a bitch, what you're saying is, I'm the bitch. If you're saying, my father was the asshole, abusive else, you are saying, I am the abusive asshole self. If you're saying, my partner, my ex-partner was a narcissist, you are the narcissist. If you were saying that the dog is a cheeky bitch, what you're saying is, I am the cheeky bitch. When you are saying something about someone, you are saying that you are it itself. You are saying that you are it itself. How do I know I'm not fooling myself? When you pull up your hand and you can feel your hand, you've willed it so, then you are knowing the same way you know that you need to go to take a shit. Peter, I know the words sound cocky, but it's not being cocky. You will know the same way you know you need to take a shit. Are you hearing what I'm saying, Peter? You ask me, how do I know? The same way you know you need to take a shit. Because you know you need to take a shit. Thank you for sharing the live, BB. Thank you for the roses, Nature. I appreciate you. Right. Thank you guys for the gifts. I'm very grateful and thankful. You get this feeling in you. My hand, I know, but my thoughts, right. Does your body tell you you need to take a shit? Peter, Who's in control of your body? Okay. Who's in control of your thoughts? Right. So when you ask, how do I know? Do you know you? Okay, and you all can do this. Put your hand in your mouth. Put your hand in your mouth while you tap the screen with the other hand. Put your hand in your mouth and say, I love you. Who said I love you? Was it your hand? Who said I love you? The third eye, look within, not without. It's always you. Yes. Absolutely. I wouldn't even say the third eye even. I would say the observe eye. But yes, you can actually say third eye. So yes, you are correct, Carol. Well, perfectly said. Perfectly said, yeah. Because you can say the third eye. The observant, right? So the observant means you are observing your thoughts. You're observing your eyes. You're observing your ears. You're observing what you're doing without judgment. In other words, you're allowing things as they are without you judging it. So if you're telling your thoughts, your bad thoughts, you are focused on the thoughts, therefore your thoughts become. But if you're not focused on your thoughts and you just let the thoughts do what they fucking want to do while you're busy doing something else, then you're not focused on the thoughts, therefore you have full control. You're not resisting the thoughts, you're just letting the thoughts run out of steam because they don't know what to do when you're no longer giving it attention. Because if you don't tell something, it loses interest. A thought is an instrument. It's just an instrument. And it only becomes a song when you focus on it. So if you're going to focus on the instrument, it's going to be a thing. So shift your focus, Peter. Instead of focusing on your thoughts, start focusing on the will of the body. My body is moving. My foot is moving. Not right, not wrong. And you're shifting your focus. Oh, look at that flower. Oh, look at that tree. Oh, look at my breath. I'm focused on my breath. And as I'm focusing my breath, I'm allowing the breath to focus on my breath. I'm not focused. And the thoughts is going to say, I'm a bandit. And it's going to get louder and it's going to scream Peter. And Peter's going to say, but look how beautiful I am. Da da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da 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 dee. And the thoughts is going to get louder and Peter's going to go da da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da 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 dee. And then the thoughts is going to say, well, I'm fighting for what? I'm not even getting the validation and attention. I'm just going to keep quiet. And then become silent. And then Peter's going to go, oh, I feel lighter now. Are you all hearing what I'm saying to Peter? Did you all hear what I said to Peter? When you don't focus on a thing, it no longer is a thing. Because if I'm focused on the pen, it's always going to be a pen until I finally look at it and say, oh, you're actually a whiteboard, Koki. You're not a pen. You're not just a pen. You are more than a pen. Let the choo-choo run out of steam. That's right. Let the choo-choo run out of steam. Because if you let the choo-choo run out of steam, then it's got no more steam to be there, right? Because you're ignoring it and it's still and it's quiet. There's just pure bliss, and then it gets quiet. But then the ego comes because it's too quiet. But then the ego comes. Oh, why is the birds not singing? Where's the crickets? Guys, say something to piss me off because I don't like this quietness. And then you repeat the pattern again. And then you go, Marcia, why am I doing this? Because the ego says, shit, I'm not used to this quiet, so now I'm going to find something. And then you'll do that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So you're going to learn from it. And when you learn from it, you're just going to, okay, let's do this again. Let's go quiet again. And then you go quiet again. And when you go quiet again, the brain's going to go choo-choo, choo-choo, and you're going to say da-da-dee-da-dee-da, 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 da-da-dee-da-dee-da. And then the thought's going to go away. And then your ego is going to say, this is too quiet. How do I book an appointment? Double click on the bio. The link is in the link tree. I also have a Discord community with free tools on there. I've also got a Patreon page that's got tools there that allows you to learn how to become your own master of your own guru self. Right, so that's pure awareness to self. Luna Keys, welcome in. Right, Galaxy left the building. She didn't like the fact that I said that she is doing the same thing as she was doing it before. Don't think she realized it, but everybody has to learn the hard way. Because that's what I had to do. I had to learn the hard way because it was never my fault. It's always them. Until I lost everything. When you learn the hard way, you honor it more. You value it more. It's the truth. I only started valuing things that I have when I lost them all. And then I couldn't bitch and moan about it. Because I lost it. And only when I lost it all did I realize, fuck, I had everything that I wanted. And I was still not happy. When was I ever going to be happy? When I finally saw myself. So I needed to lose things to realize how valuable they are. And my guidance to you, value what you have right here, right now. Start seeing yourself. Observe yourself. Feel yourself. Be authentic with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Love the good, the bad, and the ugly. The ocean is an ocean. It doesn't change. The ocean, the sea, doesn't see the sea. It doesn't say, oh, sea, you're wavy there. Oh, you're rusty there. You're going to the east. You go, no, it just is. It just is. It doesn't say, oh, you're brown today. Oh, you're pink today. Oh, you're blue today. It's see-through. Water's see-through. Water's a mirror. But we all think it's blue. Why do you think it's blue? Because some guy said on social media, in the books, on the geography, on schools, that, hey, I saw the sky blue. Yes, you saw it blue. You. Now you think water is blue. It's not blue. It's not blue. It's see-through. Not even the sky. Angel wings? Not even the sky. Because the sky, even the sky is water. Even the sky is water. Everything is neutral. It's the perspective self-eye that gives it a meaning. He saw it blue that one day. And he felt the need to say it is blue. And everybody believed it's blue and they followed it through as blue. Be neutral. Everything just is. Everything just is. Be neutral. Go with the flow. Don't force things to be. Allow things to be as they are. Don't force things to be. Allow things to be as they are. As they are. Because when you're forcing things, you're trying to control things, and that's going to cause suffering. And you're going to miss it. We're going to miss those things because we constantly, it has to be this way, it's got to be this time, it's got to be now, it's got to be my way. And then you miss all the beautiful things. Ava, welcome in. It creates resistance. That's right. It does. It creates resistance. You are love. You are it. And if you need love, that means we're still seeking love because we don't accept ourselves. One thing I realized about myself, and I came to this realization last week, which was going to be the topic, well, it's still going to be the topic of the podcast this week, right? Is I was always trying to look for something. And when I got that something, I did it to the best that I could, but it still wasn't enough. So I'd create something new. And then I was looking for something new, and I was always looking for something new. And when I got it, I kept looking, and I got it, and I kept looking, and I got it, and I was never satisfied. I always thought I needed more. When I realized I didn't need fuck all. I didn't need to be a thing. I didn't need to be someone, something. I don't need the followers. I don't need to be heard. I don't need to be seen. I fucking actually don't need a thing. I do it because I love it. And I don't even have to do it. But I do it because I love it. And now I'm not searching for anything. I just stopped searching for happiness. I stopped searching for love. I stopped searching for acceptance. I stopped searching to be heard. And I am fucking happy. You are the universe. Nothing is given to you. You are it, Jess. You are it. The weather is you. You are it. There is nothing outside of you, my love. There is nothing outside of you. You are the universe. You are the divinity. You are what you think you are. And you're going to keep attracting everything you think you are. And then when you accept all those things that you are, you're no longer looking for anything, because you love, you're good, you're bad, you're ugly, you're mischievous, you're happy, you're sad, you're miserable, you're anger. You love all those parts of you because that's what makes you unique. And whatever someone says about me, it's got nothing to do with me. It's got what they think I am. It's not what I think I am. Because what I think I am is what I know I am, not what I think. Not what I think. Have you heard we are God dreaming? Just heard it? No. No. Everybody has a story, because you'll always create a story. First, God is not real, then people's not real, and then you're in a matrix, then you are stuck and your soul is stuck, and then you keep hearing those stories. If you believe that, you'll always forever do the same thing. Everybody is doing the same thing as everybody because you don't want to be something unique. Keep following the trend. I don't follow trends. I go within myself. I ask myself, what is the truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? Did you know, Jess, that when I went into meditation, did you know there's 144,000 versions of Jess? And none of those 144,000 versions of Jess likes? Did you know that? Did you ever realize that? Did anybody know this? That there are 144,000 versions of you right here, right now, and you don't like one of them because you don't like the fact that you are a living being, breathing, seeing, touching, feeling, your senses? And because you don't like being a human being, you're creating all these lies. You're stuck. You're evil. You're good. You don't see the animals doing that. You don't see the animals doing that. You don't see the trees saying, did you know that you're a God dreaming, you're a God dreaming, you're a God dreaming, you're a God? Did you know that you're a miserable tree? No, you see the tree, love it as a tree. It loves it is a tree. The bird loves that it's a bird. An ant loves that it's an ant. It doesn't look like it does. Hey, are you an ant? It just knows an ant. Can you tell me if I'm an ant? Can you tell me what the trend is for the ants so I can attract the right crowd? You don't see the ants doing that. Oh no, the ants are twiddle-dee, twiddle-dum, twiddle-dee. What are you doing? Why are you following me? What? Go away. Let me just do what I want to do. Oh, is this a trail? Okay, let me see. Where's this going to go? You don't see an ant says, hey, if you're going to jump off the cliff, I'm going to jump off the cliff. No. Be unique, Jess. Be unique. Be a unique version of you. Be a unique version of you. Just because people don't like being humans, they'll always create something outside of you. You'll always be less. And you'll always keep looking for something. And then in the end, when you finish peeling that onion, when you finish peeling an onion, tell me what happens if you peel an onion, Jess. If I've got an onion in my hand and I'm peeling it layer by layer, what's going to happen to the onion? What's going to be happening to the onion? Do you think the onion, while you're peeling it, is going to say, I think I'm an apple, I think I'm a this. I'm on my most authentic I've ever been. I'm becoming more each day. Right, so ask yourself, if I had to peel that onion, right? If I had to peel that onion, and I am that onion, what's left of you, Jess? If you are that onion and you peel all those onions off of you, what's left of you, Jess? What's left of you, my love? You become nothing. Right. How does it make you feel when you become nothing? How does it make you feel that you are nothing? You're just a human. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel worried? Does it make you feel stressed? How does it make you feel that you are nothing? Tatiana, be honest with yourselves. Say to yourself, I'm nothing. How does it make you feel when you say, after I've peeled all these layers of me and I realize I'm nothing, how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good? Ava says sad. Because that's what you are, nothing. The reason it makes you sad is because you're still seeking something. Neutral at the moment will return to dirt. Are you going to return to dirt? Are you dirt? Are you sure? Or is that just a belief system that society has put in your head and you're stuck with it? Are you dirt? Are you the body? Are you the brain, Jess? It makes me feel alone and dying. Okay. So you believe that you, Tatiana, thank you for your truth. So you believe that you need to be a something just to be a human. What if being a human is already something? Thank you, Marcia. I'm on my way. Take care, Peter. Or the abyss. What is the abyss? Jess, what you're telling me is you're listening to what you've read and not what you've heard from your heart. That's what you're telling me right now. Actually, being nothing is a power. Right. So being a human being is what? Tatiana said a very beautiful word. Burning bright light. What is light? Can light shine without the dark, Jess? Alone and dying comes from fears of ego. There you go. Which is what, Tatiana? What's an ego? It's an identity that you've created through your thought, through the patterns that you have, through what you've observed from others. The ego wants to attach to something. So are you the ego or are you nothing? Let's go deep. Are you both, Jess? Are you both? Identity. There you go. It's an identity. Who gives that identity an identity? Tatiana, who gives the identity the identity? Who gives the ID to the identity? If I am behind all that, what I do, I follow the identity. Right, so it's you doing it to you. We do, that's right. And when we follow that identity, are we doing our own identity or are we identifying ourselves to what people are doing, saying, or telling us to be? Me, my mind, the moment I think in my mind. Okay, get out of your mind because your mind are creating stories. Your mind is always the same thing, the same story. I am pure love, even my darkness. Okay, what is love, Jess? What is love? Are you the thinker or are you watching the thinker? Ooh, that's deep. Are you the thinker or are you watching the thinker? Wow, Ryan. Love that. what people have told us we are, right? Okay, but are you what people have told you, Bernadette? Hard to get off? No, it's not hard. It's your ego that makes it hard. It's not hard, Tatiana. It's your people-pleasing skills that makes it hard. Because as long as I'm getting validated and pleasing them, I'm always going to find fault. And that's the excuse. It's hard. It's not hard. How do you eat? It's not hard. How do you talk? It's not hard. How do you see? It's not hard. How do you hear? It's not hard. So why is it that it's hard? It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. Because if you can please people, it's harder to please people than it is to be your authentic self. But you've created that excuse. It's harder to please people than it is to be yourself. That's why you're always constantly tired. Because it's hard being someone else that you're not. That's why you always feel drained and you think it's people draining you. But in the meantime, it's you draining yourself because you're not being authentic all the time. You're trying to please other people to make them like you because you don't like you. And then you lie to yourself. You say, I'm only peace and love and I'm joy. But in the meantime, you want people to bow down to your needs and wants. Fee, welcome in. Absolutely trying to keep people because of fear. Fear of what? Tatiana, you keep saying fear. What is fear? Fear of what? Fear of yourself? Are you afraid of yourself, Tatiana? How would you be afraid of yourself, my love? How can you be afraid of yourself? You keep saying fear. Fear is not real. If I tell you this is going to kill you, is it going to kill you? I needed to hear what you're saying. I appreciate you, Fee. Two sides of the same coin. Right. What makes the side of the coin different? Jess, what makes the side of the coin different? Because when you tell me I'm drained, what you're telling me is I've tried to entertain people to make them like me, and now I'm drained. Our perception, right? Which is what? The ego. The ego. It's a circle. I see someone being abandoned and afraid of being abandoned. Right. Okay. But who's abandoning who, Tatiana? Who's abandoning who? The person who left me or the person who's staying? Who's abandoning who? The person who left me or the person who's staying? Like it's real if I see it? Are you sure it's real? Or is it the story in your head that makes it real? The history in your head that's making it real? Do you love the fact that you get validation and attention by playing the victim? Are you happy that you're getting sick all the time? I sat at a meeting with people I'm so different from for a job one day ago and I collapsed yesterday. Ask yourself, why? Will you be in your selfie or not? Of course I know it's my mind, but obviously don't apply it. You do, because if you're talking about it, that means you're still doing it. We abandoned ourselves at the same point and we find ourselves back to our true self. Right, who is the true self though? Is it the nothing self or the identity self? Tatiana, when this and this and this is not talking the same language, you're going to keep repeating the same thing. A story can only change so much when this changes. And a song will never sound like a song until you actually hear the song. You need to hear your own words, Tatiana, because you are creating the same thing all the time. You're saying the same thing all the time, and you keep believing the same thing all the time. So what you're trying to tell me, Tatiana, is I'm choosing not to change who I am. I choose to play the victim all the time. Is that what you want, my love? Because if you do, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with playing the victim. The nothing. There you go, nothing. I know it's a knowledge, but in the situation, I'm still the same. Are you? Or is it the identity that you give it? It's a need money, but my own self just couldn't. Do you really need money, or do you feel that you have been trained and programmed that you need to do something, to be something, to become someone, to have something? True, it's like I know it, but I don't believe it. But do you know it? I did this to you the other day, I'm going to do it to you again. Right. What makes a book different to the book? What makes this book different to this book, Tatiana? If this is a book, B-O-O-K, and this is a book, B-O-O-K, if this is a human and this is a human, what makes this human different to this human? Your judgment. So who are you judging? Who are you judging? How is it a different story? Fee? How is it a different story? If this is a book and this is a book, how is it a different story? There you go. So if you are judging the ideas in your mind, then you know exactly what you're doing. They are two different books. How? If this is a book and this is a book, how are they different, Stephen? This is a human being and this is a human being. What's the difference between this human being and this human being? If I say this human being is ABC and I pass this human being to Carol and Carol says ABCD, and then she passes it to someone and it's like ABCD, and then they go pass it as AB, and then they add their view. So it's your view that makes it different. It's your view because it's still a human being. Because you've used it from its cover without getting to know it, you said it's different to who you are. But if you actually get to know it, then you'll realize that these people that you've met in your life are actually the same people as you. They don't look like you. They don't talk like you. They don't dress like you. They don't wear their hair like you. But they actually are the same as you. So your judgment of them is the cover that you give it. You judge them from yourself. And that's why you see it different. But according to me, a human is a human is a human. A human is no different to me. They talk, they sing, they walk, they've got hair, they've got skin, they've got blood, they've got muscles, they've got a brain, they've got a tongue. They're human. We're human. When you talk, it sounds so easy that I know I can change myself. You can. It is easy. It is easy, Ava. But it's the fear of what you've judged yourself from other people. Oh, but I'm scared of what they're going to think of me now that I'm changing myself. And they start to see my real me. That's when it gets hard. Because you worried of what you show in your true self, they're going to see that you've lied about yourself all this time. It doesn't fucking matter, does it? Because then they're going to go away. And if they go away, you're going to start surrounding yourself with people that are you. And you love all those parts of you. You're no longer feeling drained. You're feeling more energetic. Hey, there was a song like, I know, that's why I said it. Your words, we're all made of the same cloth. We're all books, yes. And I'll actually show you how we're made of the same cloth. Do you guys want to see it? Who wants to see that we're all made of the same cloth? True, says nature. to show you how we, oh shit, hold on. Right. I must say, I have missed you and I got to go. Sweet dreams, fly high, love. Thank you for sharing your precious energy with us. I'm very grateful. All right. Let's get our toys out. Let's get our toys out. We're all human and no one is better. Absolutely. Right. Fee, hear your words. We're all human and no one is better. So why did you faint? Observe yourself, see yourself. Why did you faint, my love? Just join, so I would appreciate a nugget of wisdom. Shalala! Take over the world. You're a god after all. Damn it, Janet. All right, this is consciousness. What is consciousness? It just is. Okay. Consciousness, it just is. It is what it is. Right. Right now, we're going to call it a cloth. Okay. In that cloth is me. My mother. My father. My uncle. My job. My job didn't want me. My bridge. A car. A house. Is this going to come out? Because I've just realized I'm pinning myself. My Instagram followers. My TikTok followers. Okay. They all on this cloth. What makes them different to me? Better way? What makes them different to me if they're all consciousness? What makes a pen or a car or a bridge different to me? I'll tell you what the difference is. It's the focus I give it. Because everything is energy. So if I focus on it and I say it's pink, it will be pink. And for you, it's going to be green. And for someone else, it's going to be blue. Because at that point of time, they might not be in the north as you are in the north. They might be in the south. And some people will be in the east. And some people will be in the west. But it doesn't mean that they are less. And it doesn't mean that they are more. So if you think that rich people are more than you did that to yourself. You did that. Okay. If you think that someone living in the streets is less than you did that. You judged them. You did that. Because deep down inside, they're all versions of you. And because you've judged them and feel sorry for them, you're always going to see them. But if we change our focus and see everybody as equal, everybody as millionaires, everybody as rich, everybody as abundance, you will see things the same. But the thing is, we can't, because we have to be more than. So you keep looking for something. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? I want to be the one to save the world. I'm trying to save the tree. Are you trying to save the tree or are you trying to save you? So then be you. If you can't be you at your own workspace, then you're in the wrong job. You're in the wrong job. James, welcome back. I just learned in therapy that I am looking for safety so much that I do it for everyone. Oh, really? What is safety? This is really interesting. Thanks, saying everyone is the same because our focus seems unrealistic. Yes. And it is unrealistic. You know why? Because the ego wants to be better than, Stephen. Because everything has to be done the way we were taught. Does it have to? But what if it doesn't? What if we do things differently? Because if it's not working, shouldn't we change it? Or do we just keep doing what we're doing? Keep trying to change people because we don't want to change it ourselves. So we keep blaming them because we keep wanting to blame me. I want to be the book. I was an author. I was the multi-billionaire. I was the writer. I was the dictator. Safety from what I may ask? Yes, that's what I said. Safety from what? I can't provide safety for myself, so I need to get out of my head and into my heart. Safe from what? What is safety? Keep what safe? What makes something not safe? The thought illusion you created? What makes something unsafe? Don't listen to me, listen to your therapist. So your actions are irrelevant. If you murder something and you save people for living, we are the same. We are the same. Absolutely, Stephen. And when people start to realize, they'll stop murdering or trying to save people. Because then they will realize that we are all the same people. Can I tell you what's the difference between a president, a normal folk, me, and a teacher? None. Absolutely none. They still got skin, they've still got limbs, they're still a human, right? But it's the identity that they've given themselves that makes them think that they're more. And then we give that energy even more. So you are it, so I'm going to say, yes, you are it. So they've claimed it and you've identified it. And because you have identified it, you've made it so. 150 go! Yes! Nature says, 50 to go. Yeah, it's his thoughts. It is his thoughts, Shalele. Shalele, trust you're doing well. Only the energy is different, I think. What makes energy different? In terms of an autonomy, yes. In terms of providing a society, no way. If that's what you think. Because you want to be more than something. Tell me, does a tree give more to a flower? Or does a flower give more to a tree? Does the water give more to you than it does to nature, or does nature give more to water than it does? Your ego. It's your ego that says. Your ego says. You're talking shit. Really? Go quiet, go into solitude, get off social media, go into nature and go listen to yourself, hear yourself, and you'll see you're nothing different. When you keep peeling that onion, you're going to end up being nothing. So you've got to see yourself as an onion. And when you realize you're actually nothing, being human is something. And when people start to see that, that's when peace is going to come in. But you'll never find peace because you always want to be different and you always want to put people in boxes. And because you want to put people in boxes means you identify yourself as hierarchy. And if you're identifying as hierarchiness, that means your ego's at play. I'm more than you. You're less than me. So when you are saying that a murderer is better than a savior, I'm going to tell you they're the same fucking shit. Because a savior is not actually saving anybody. I learned that the hard way. I wanted someone to save me, but in the end, I had to save myself from myself. The chick can swear? Yes, I can. And I swear like a sailor. And I love that about me. That's what makes me perfect. That I can just be who I am. And I love that. Welcome back, Tabang. Where did you fucking go to? Listen, guys, we won't make it to 1:30 because I do have to go. I just realized what time it is. I love your courage. Thank you. And the courage you see in me, Sue, is inside of you. I don't have to please anybody. I really don't. I don't have to please anybody. So James, ask yourself, who are you pleasing? Fuck, life taught me from young age that no one is coming to save me with support from fact, Shalele. I had to save myself, and I was playing victim. Oh, fuck, was I playing victim? And then I was saying, oh, I don't have an ego. Oh, fuck, my ego is fucking huge. True, you are your own team. Yes. And if I am in my own team, that means I can do anything I want as long as I'm not stealing from someone or killing someone or hurting someone to feed my ego. I love you. I love you. Knock me out. You are amazing. I learned much from you. Thank you. Ava, I appreciate your kind words. But remember, what you see in me is inside of you. Yeah, no one is coming. Exactly. Thank you so much. Angel Wings, I appreciate you. I am like an onion today. Yes. Take an onion and peel that onion. And as you're peeling that onion, take all parts of you. Think of yourself. If I didn't do this, if I am not at this, if I'm not a woman, if I'm not a man, if I don't have clothes, if I don't have this, and I don't have this, and you keep peeling that onion, okay? And as you're peeling that onion, what happens to the onion? It becomes a nothing. And then when it becomes a nothing, how does it make you feel? But why not? You just said being a killer is fine. Yes, because being a savior is just as fine. So if you think a killer is fucked up, a savior is fucked up. If you think a killer is fine, then a killer is fine. And so is a savior is fine. It's your perception of it, Stephen. Did you ever think that what made a killer was what he was brought up with? Did you ever think that a killer became a killer because someone did something to it? Does it make it right what it's doing? No. Does it make it wrong what it's doing? No. But that's all that killer knew, what was he was brought up with. I feel like absolute shit. Why? Feels peace be nothing. Yeah, it does feel awesome. Nothing is me, myself. And now you get to know who you are. Diamond! Trust you're doing well. Thank you for sharing the live. So, the fact that you are judging me, Stephen Marcelo, the fact that you are judging me and finding fault with what I said already says to me that you put people in boxes. And if they don't fit your box, it's a part of you that you've judged that you don't like about yourself. So deep down, there's something in you that you don't like. Now, what am I supposed to say to this job? I don't know. Do you like the job? Or do you like the money? Because the money depends on the vibration frequency of the job. I found your viewpoint interesting, not judgment, just two different viewpoints. Okay, and you want me to define it. Why? Stephen, hear me what I'm saying. You said you love my viewpoint, not judgment. It's two different viewpoints, but you want me to define my viewpoint. Why must I define the viewpoint that I have? Because by defining it means I have to defend it. I'm not going to defend it. I said what I said. So when you want someone to define it, ask yourself why. Is it a judgment or not? I'm doing very well. Product is lowering diabetic people sugar. Nice. I'm grateful that you get to advertise here. No self-love when people judge. No, it's not that. It's deeper than that. But I collapsed, yes, because you drained yourself. You collapsed, why? You can continue working, but one day you will go by yourself. So sometimes you can't take it anymore. Are you sure? Marcy, you're a brilliant facilitator and teacher. Thank you. What you see me is in you, Shalela. It was the longest time of my life. Okay. The longest time wearing a mask. Was it the longest time wearing the mask? Are they different to you, or are they exactly the same as you? Because I can tell you now, they are exactly the same as you. You should have asked that before you advertised. Next time I'm going to charge a fee for everybody who advertised their own business in my life. It's called respect. Respect someone else's house. I don't go to your house and say, guys, come to Nasi's Discord community and leave diamonds. No, it's called respect. Right. So fee. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go. Right. Okay. I want you to read this, right? Okay. Here is a table. Here is a table. Okay. Here is you, me, Tom, Dick, Harry, people, Paul, boss, sister, uncle, mother, father, judge, jury, apple, peach, whatever. Okay. What makes them different to you? It's about consuming knowledge, not being willing to explain a belief. Sounds like ego. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you've put me in a box. You said you didn't judge me, but you've right there. Read your words, take a screenshot and read that to yourself. Ask yourself that same question, see. Ask yourself, I'm going to pin this. Pin this. Read that. It's about consuming knowledge. What makes knowledge real? What makes knowledge real? Whose knowledge is it? Your brain? Read it, Stephen. It's about consuming knowledge. Whose knowledge? Another human's knowledge? Or the program that you were programmed to think of what is right and wrong's knowledge? Whose knowledge? Whose knowledge are you eating? Whose knowledge are you eating? Whose knowledge are you eating? Or are you feeding knowledge? You don't see a tree killing a tree. You don't. So whose knowledge are you talking about? Okay. Because if you have a belief, what is a belief? A belief is a knowledge of an identity that someone is giving. I'm giving you my truth. I'm not telling you change who the fuck you are to feed my ego. I am giving you my truth. I'm in my life sharing you my truth. Your ego is offended because I don't see your views, because you're not sharing your views with others. So you're trying to enforce your views on mine. I am on my life. I'm sharing my views, right? And I'm guiding others to see themselves for themselves, not to see themselves to make me feel good. Okay, that's why I love every man. Whether you killed someone or didn't kill someone, you're a human being. You're no different to me. And I'm not going to judge you. Because if I'm judging you, I'm actually judging myself. So ask yourself, Stephen, how many animals have you killed? Because you are no better than the murderer who kills a human being. Different language, different work experience, different upbringings, etc. Right. Okay. So, if this is the job, and this is your doing job, right? Are your job these people? Are you doing these people? Or are you doing the job fee? Are you doing the job or are you doing the people? Is your job a doing thing? Or is your job that you have to do things for these people? I'm at advertising since I know it's called Love Your Dance Self. The way you see them from my mind, and I believe that is true. The way see them from my mind, and I believe that's true. Right. So who's the mind? Nothing is real, Stephen, until you make it real. Absolutely. So where you shift your focus, which makes it all right for you, Stephen. So you have every right to say what you're saying. You stop explaining and you no longer seek validation. That's right, Carol. Spot on, Carol. That was on the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so do you see what you're doing? You're not doing your job. What you're doing is you're doing these people. And that's why you're tired. So you're saying these people are your job, or is your job the job? Because if your job is filing papers, are you filing papers or are you doing people? Oh, you need to change. Oh, you look ugly. Oh, you look happy. Did you hear about Tom, Dick, and Harry? That's why you're tired. Because you're entertaining the people and you're not doing your job. Marcia, what if coding workers makes the job easy? What if coddling co-workers makes the job easier so it becomes work too? No, that's the excuse you create. Keep doing what you're doing, Shalela. Because people aren't where you are. People will only see you where they meet you. So much wisdom on this. Oh, Carol, thank you. Absolutely. I'm undecisive with this week's topic, Carol. And tomorrow I'm recording. That means I've got nothing written. Shalela says that's why I resigned. Don't have regrets, Shalela. Don't have regrets. Be honored and grateful for that decision you made. Now you get to change the reality you're in. I want to say something to someone. Who's this for? I'm getting a message. Hold on. Who's this for? Go up. Go up where? To Stephen. Stephen, are you still here? They want me to show you something. I'm only on trial and they want me, but I can't do it. Well, if you can't do it, then say no. Do you have to get arrested? Brad, welcome in. Ava, is Stephen still here? Why do I have to show it? I trust to know the right topic will come to. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I fucking know what you're doing. Do I have to get arrested? I'm asking you. Because if I don't want to do something I don't want to, I'm going to say fucking no. Do you know what I had my Xbox say to me? I fucking own you, I'll pay you a salary. And I'm like, you don't fucking owe me fuck all. I'm working for a salary. I'm not your fucking slave. Are they on Discord? No, Shalela, they're on Patreon. They're on Patreon. There's something I wanted to show Stephen, and it had to do with light. But anyway, I trust and know he'll see it in one of the videos. He's scrolling right now. All right. So Fee, my beautiful Fee, instead of saying it's the people, say it's you rather. Because the only reason why you fainted is because you're too focused on what other people think of you. When you're judging yourself, and you're not presenting yourself authentically, you're going to drain yourself. Shalela, did you have a question for me? Because you did come late today. Actually, you came on time. That's my ego. Trying to make you feel guilty. Fuck what I said. Shalela, don't listen to what I said. But do you have any questions? And then I'm going to go. It is time. Marcia, I missed your reading. You missed your reading. Yes, you did. But I'm not going to do a reading now because it's going to take long. But you can come tomorrow and we'll do a reading tomorrow. I have not done your reading yet. You are correct. And I have not forgotten. That's why I asked you if you had a question. But since you want a reading, you can ask me tomorrow now. You had 2 minutes, Shalela. 2 minutes. But no, you want a whole hour. I love you too. Kahisa, South African time. Well, what South African time are you? Bloop, bloop. I started at 5:30. Where were you? I was at 6:30. Where were you? 7:30. Where were you? 8:30. Where were you? Oh, fuck, no. 9 o'clock. Wait, no, not 9:30. Marcia, yeah, I missed you. I've been here since live. Where the fuck were you? Now you're making a you problem a massive problem. Go do you, boo. I was getting my steps in. You mean to tell me you're not on TikTok while you're on steps? You're lying. You're lying like the 4th of July. Trying to recover from what? There's nothing to recover. Fuck, I'm sorry, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. Now I'm a brew. Now I've automatically created 3 eggs, brew. Listen, Lindas, I fucking love you all. I honor the light in you as I honor the light in me. Tomorrow, same time, same place. I appreciate. Now, Shalela, your steps, mark it hardloop steps. Hardloop with your steps. So that you don't come here at 12 o'clock. You come here at 7 or something. I'm sure it doesn't take you 5 years since Sunday just to... I'm a Bruce, SB. I love you, Flower D. All right. And then we can do that reading tomorrow. Okay. But first we're going to love the world. That means we're going to do a meditation and then we're going to love the world. Thank you, Marcy and all the live. It was an awesome, informative live. Thank you, Mani. I'm very grateful to everybody, to Cherie, to Flower D, to all of you that ask questions. I'm very grateful. It's a true honor. Thank you for your precious time. Thank you for spending your valuable, precious time, for tapping that screen, for liking the live, for being in the live. Guys, thank you for sharing your abundance, the gifts. I'm very grateful. Very grateful. It does really help me. Thank you for everything, for lending me your heart, for lending me your ears, for loving you the way I love myself and seeing all parts of you in me. It's a true honor. All versions of you are me. And that in itself is a blessing. So I want to say thank you for seeing me in you and seeing you in me. So many confirmation reminders, food for thought and self-reflection every time I'm here. I love you, Carol. Cherie, just remember, Cherie, go, my love. I appreciate you. Much gratitude to your existence. Thank you. To yours, thank you for this. It was fruit and Tim. I appreciate you, love. I'm very grateful. Now go take over the world. You're gods after all. Damn it. Breathe in, fart out. It's the best gift. If it stinks, just run. And if it still stinks, sage it. And if it still stinks, you need to find Jesus. And Jesus must come save you, because there's no one else that can save you but you. I love you. Tomorrow, same time, same place.